Alright, we are back. Look at that. And we are back with Islands of Fortune. As the group is arriving at the final destination, essentially. They're just a little bit away, one more day of travel away. And as they arrive closer to this final destination, they'll be piloting their boat closer and closer to this jungle temple. And we'll get to that point eventually. They've just killed a few dragons. You can see them out in the ocean here. And it was a good fight, honestly. They really did pick them apart. It was crazy. And now, I'm just trying to see if Zune is going to be showing up. I just sent him a message, and we're going to see if he shows up. Yeah, I'm going to send Zune a quick message here. Make sure he's not asleep. Oh yes, today is going to be a great day in D&D. If Zune does agree, we will try and do a 6-hour session today. It's going to be a long one, but it's also going to be a good one, and we're going to need the time. I've made some pretty serious enemies for today, so we'll see if we get through it all, or if because if we do, we might end up doing 2 combats today with time for RP in between both. I'm not sure exactly if we'll get there, but we'll see. Looks like he's not online. Uh-oh. I've seen this one before. Alright, we'll see how that plays out.
Oh? Huh.
Hey, what's up?
Oh no, I was I was reading something and slightly confused about something. For my character. Signed into the right profile. See here. Mhm.
Let's take a look at Sonozi's sheet here. Almost level 18.
Whoops. Okay. Whew. Okay. It's a huge creature.
Alright, well, we're going to wait 5 more minutes. Yeah, I'm going to give him 5 more minutes, and then maybe we'll start, and we'll just see if he shows up or wakes up or what happens.
Yeah, I kind of want him to be there for these things and events.
Me too. Zune! I'm like shaking my fist, you know, like an angry man. Zune, you bastard! And then next weekend we have off.
I mean, I'm not a fan, but I'll allow it.
It is what it is. You gotta give me
It
one
is.
sometimes, you know, here and there.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Like you're totally entitled to, have your breaks and need it. Everybody needs their days, etc. And the girlfriend definitely, needs to have her time with her guy, and you with her. It's beautiful. It's all coming together. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like recharging the battery.
Did I message you about the thing that I'm working on? Let me see. Oh, I didn't. Oh.
The last thing I remember is that
No,
you
no,
are
no, no,
not.
no, no.
Yeah,
No, no, no,
exactly.
no. It's so I'm building a campaign, and I've got like I'll just say like the underworld part situated, and now I'm doing like the overworld part. So basically, I'm thinking like the first part is a multi-session module where like maybe you'll come out and you'll start at level 2 and you can technically finish it and be at level 5. There is some ways to get to possibly level 7 or so, but then when you come out of it, well, now there's an entire continent, and then you could like if you just want if you just want to stop, or if I feel like, hey, I want to just test this part or whatever. But if we want to keep playing, there's a like I said, a whole entire continent. And I found this map that I really really liked. Now I'll send you a picture of that. uh I mean, and also feel free to use this map if you so choose to as well. um I need to just find the picture.
That sounds dope, actually. My other campaign, I think, is probably going to go the other way, where I've built the whole overworld, and then there's like multiple different ways that they're going to have to go into the Underdark and like interact with all the different races there. And I'm just now getting to the part where I'm building the Underdark, and it's like I'm getting all the different creatures and all the different like languages and different races and all the different factions and all the different gods, and it's been quite an interesting event. Because we have a drow in the campaign, and I was like, oh, we're going to the Underdark for sure.
Customary. So that's the map that I found. I was like, oh, I fucking like this. I like
Ooh,
this a
that's
lot.
nice. That's a nice map.
And I was like, and just the shape of it led me into thinking like, how can I build like lore around like why is it shaped like this, and like the folklore of the people who would live there, that sort of thing.
Yep,
And then
start making like factions divided by the different geographical features.
exactly. And then let me see here.
That sounds really cool
And
for a
then
module, though. Like the idea that you would come up and like get out of like the underground. Um,
well, I said it's not. We're not in the underground, but you are being taken to like a pocket dimension. You pretty much start being drugged into a pocket dimension. I won't get into everything concerning that, but it's like when you get out of that situation and you come back home. Well, now you have the rest of the world to explore, and you don't want to fight in a fucking war against religious zealots and other creatures and beings at level 2.
yeah, exactly. That's real crazy.
And I was like, I found these pictures, and then I was like, because I wanted like some, I wanted it's kind of based around like what the players do and what they interact with and what they don't, because I want things to be going, and it's like there's going to be like a certain thing that will is like the big bad, but that particular big bad doesn't have a way to affect the actual realm, so he needs an emissary, and so different things will happen if that emissary is chosen to be a different person, and there's multiple people who would be a candidate for that. um and I saw these pictures. I just sent you another one, and I was just like, yep. It's just like the inspiration, and it's like, connecting all the dots, and then like the what if scenarios, and how things will shape and cross over with like the lore, and then weapons, and then like it's basically it's just like all coming together, just slowly, brick by brick. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I like the art too that you used there. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Because specifically for them, like they're gonna be so out of place. But if you see
Also,
the
what's up,
reason
Kitty?
that
I
I
see you
said
out
that he's
there.
there, it makes sense for him to be out of place. It's great.
Jake, were you saying something?
Nah, you're good. So
Don't
I'll
worry,
say
Jake.
one thing that I did for the game I'm currently running on Tuesdays, and I think I'm going to continue
Also, I'm gonna
doing
smoke
this,
some weed.
is I have like a Q&A thing, and it's essentially Q&A world building. So the players will ask, hey, this country on the map here has something weird about it. Why is that? Or what is the political structure here? And that way I don't have to prepare everything right at the
Mm-hmm.
start. It's
Mm-hmm.
just I only have to prepare what they're asking me. But it also helps flesh out the world with things that I wouldn't have just thought to include off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one of my players asked me what immigration is like between two countries, because the two countries were, story-wise, were at war only 100 years ago. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, I can explain that in case they want to move over.
Yeah.
That's cool, actually. And this is all like OOC stuff?
Yeah, I just have a handout in-game, and it's just formatted so that the player puts their name and then their question, and then I just put an answer, and then everybody can read it, so everybody can get that information, and just slowly builds the world.
That's really cool, actually.
I didn't do a questionnaire, but there are some other people who I play with or whatever, and I had some names and whatnot, and we went through the list, and I just said the name. Like there was one called Wolfwater, and I just told them, like, what does that make you think of? And not everybody gave the same answer for the same name, and that's what I've been. And I was using that to do that, because some of the names, they were like, this sounds more like a person than a place, and I was like, that's interesting. And then somebody said that like one of the names sounded like a holiday, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't think about fucking cultural holidays. Hold up, yeah, those questionnaire type things can be amazing. Oh shit, come on, don't do this to me.
That's a good idea, though, to get the character, or yeah, all the PC's input out of character on the world and stuff, or like at least get some of their brainstorming and creative juices going. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I've actually been doing that a lot recently with the Drow in my new campaign, because there's a lot of hollow, quote-unquote, places in the world that haven't been built yet, but we have to like work together to like do this whole like Underdark thing. And then there's one of the other characters currently does not have a full-on backstory yet. We're still working together on it, because he's like, well, I don't quite remember my backstory, and I'm like, that's fair. We'll be like that. And so he's from the same place, and like there's like criminals that they've encountered already and stuff. So it's interesting that would be from the same place that he's from. So now that that's happening, it's like, I might ask him more about like what he thinks the criminal syndicate would look like there, and then also like if he had any relationship with the other person, the Drow that's from the same city and stuff, and just get more of their input on the like possible relationships or like the ideas. Maybe I'll bring them both together in on like sort of a secret chat and get their input.
Yeah, on that note, my players got to make 3 contacts each that they had in the starting city, based on the assumption that they've been there for at least a couple of months. They know some people. So things like, oh, this is the bar that I work as a bouncer at, or when I came here as an orphan when I was young, these are the people that took me in, and that sort of thing. Or yes, I'm a member of the Thieves Guild here, so I have some contacts among the Thieves Guild, and that way it's like, oh, okay, make sure I have these NPCs, I'll name them and all, and then when you want to, you could use them as contacts. The main purpose of it.
Yeah, that's dope. I had some of them with a lot of contacts through their backgrounds that I made for the new campaign. I was like very adamant about like huge backgrounds. And then but some people, a lot of them chose like the whole tragic backstory trope where it's like,
yeah,
where it's like
everybody does that.
No, I know, a lot of them are new players, right? So I think there's like 3 out of 5
Yes,
of them.
I'd say new players are like 90% to have a tragic backstory, from what I know.
Yeah, it was like it was a total like just cliche thing too. It all happened together, and then I wasn't gonna kibosh it. I just thought it was funny, and then in our Discord I posted the meme about how like it's like a character, and it's like, can I just not have a tragic backstory this time? And the next panel is just some guy being like, no, and yeah, it was funny, but. Yeah, so a lot of them didn't have a lot of contacts to begin with. They only had like the person who was taking care of them as an orphan. But the cleric and the monk had their whole like monastery order, and one of them was from the starting town. So I just had her like roll to find out if we knew them or not, or if she really wanted to know the person and be like RP that way. I was like, that's fine. You can just tell me you know them. And yeah, it was pretty good. That was a little bit more like. To collaborative world building, which I think is what you guys were kind of getting at before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say for the tragic backstory, just because your life started out tragic doesn't mean it has to continue. I don't know. Some people just hate themselves, I think, so they make their character hate themselves as well. But like one of my guys, yes, he was he was an orphan, and he was picked up by he didn't know it at the time, but by a murder cult that was planning to sacrifice him, and so he had to run away. But he's still, his character still has friends and whatnot. It's just it was really bad crap that happened in the past.
Yeah, exactly. One of the characters in our campaign, their parents are gone, and that's kind of like the whole thing. But they were picked up by a cleric of the light kind of temple, and their lives have been pretty good regardless, and so they actually do know quite a few people, and it's even though it's tragic, it's like some people want it like more tragic, and some people are like, well, it's tragic, but now they've made it into something good, I guess.
I'll say another thing I did, and this is mostly because I'm doing this game based off of it's a story of the characters a lot more than the world. So I had each of them make themselves a nemesis.
Ooh, that's
that
cool.
is a returning character from their past. So, for instance, one of them, his nemesis, went to the same orphanage, but he got picked up by rich parents, rich foster parents, and became a little bit of a jerk because of it. And another one, the guy who got picked up by the murder cult, it's his adopted father who's his nemesis, and that sort of thing. So all of them have a returning character that I can base stories around, and it's also makes it a lot easier. I don't have to introduce a villain each time. I can just be like, you see the smug look of Arthur Winters as he slowly claps walking towards you, and it looks like, this guy again.
It's every time with this guy. That's funny. I like that a lot. I think I could even weave that into this new campaign too a bit, because some of them would probably have a nemesis. One of them's a noble, so there was probably like competing noble houses and somebody around their age maybe.
Let's see. The nemesis in my game are let's see. Yeah, you've got the one I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Arthur Winters, the rich noble snot. He and somebody else were enlisted at the same time, but he got his rank based on privilege and all that, so they hate each other. And then another one, yes, his dad. Another one is um, the leader of another cult. It's the Warlock, and the Warlock went around telling everybody, "Oh, I'm a Warlock," but apparently wasn't supposed to. So the character had their tongue cut out, and so it's the person who did that to her. And then the last one is just the head of police in the city, because he's a thief. So he's had some run-ins.
Nice, nice. Maybe your player characters will like in game come up with some sort of crazy scheme where they like do the classic I kill your guy, you kill my guy, and then nobody will know because we don't have any motives. Strangers on a train, I think is what it is.
Oh yes, that would be difficult, but I mean, I've set up most of them to be, sort of depending on how much they made it seem serious. So, for instance, the two cult leaders are like level 13 or something, level 13 and 15, I think. Whereas the snotty noble was like a level 3 villain. So they're also set up so that the stories can complete at different timings.
Nice.
To go along with it, every time they complete a story thing, I might have told you this, every time they complete a story thing, they each get a feat.
Ooh, that's a good thing. That's a good like hook.
But this is a game where they have over 100 of I made over 100 feats for them to choose from. So it's mostly my way of saying you should actually take these instead of just taking ASI every single level.
Makes sense. Yep.
Do you want to just start? It's 1:23 now.
Oh yeah, I guess.
1:23 my time.
I'm just like looking at stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't messaged me back, which is very interesting. I guess. D is probably asleep.
Also, what do you think about that map, Jake? I like it a lot.
I'm just gonna check the Discord to make sure I didn't miss something. So that was last session.
Well, I think it is interesting. Yeah. Let's see. Sure, got a couple of pockets, mostly things surrounded by mountains. The map like that, you have to determine how dangerous mountains are and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We already have. This is like, are the mountains actually a hard barrier, or are various countries working together to get through them? Or
yeah, I already got like names for like different passes and whatnot, and one of them is going to be is actually going to be dangerous, and it's going to be called Fool's March. It's great. and I have lore based around like, oh, it's in this shape, and because it was the continent was formed after like the pet of a deity died, and this little bit in the middle between like this gold and blues town area is going to be called the Fish's Fingers, and that's going to be like some kind of like where roguishness activity happens, and like one of the highest crimes you could commit is being caught being a whaler and like selling like whale parts and whatnot.
Yeah, we're gonna start right away.
It's very different from mine, where the mermaids there's merfolk under the sea, and if you live under the sea, why wouldn't you farm whales? So they have instead of having cattle, they have whales down there. They farm them, and it's major meal for them.
I mean, well, what happens like out at sea happens out at sea, but it's like as far as like a person, like nah, bro, you don't want to be called whaling.
Let's see if I can actually.
Is that type of things where like you bring it, you could be like, I'm gonna have a rogue town. It's gonna be named Tilly because they tug your willy down in Tilly, and But like you bring that up, and they're just like, "You get the fuck out of here with that. We don't do that." Like if you're into whaling, you're like on a whole nother level, and like even like a lot of the bad people won't fuck with you. Like it's gonna be great.
Trying to see if I can find the map I'm using for this game. Oh, I have so many things in mind.
Oh, they tug your Tilly down, and they tug your Willie down in Tilly.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I'm ready to start and just like go with what we've got for today. I don't think I'll make any changes. We'll just go ahead and play it out, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, the last thing we did was on our way, we got attacked by the 3 dragons that we saw with Malark.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep. So yeah, I guess I could start with the recap. We left Farandrill, we got everything together, got the boat together, got the wyverns on board, and then we went sailing, and we were able to catch some good winds and get here one day early. And this is the beginning of the 4th day, so we still have to travel to the beginning of the 5th day, and then we will be at the jungle, but we'll have to wait for the guys to show up. And yeah. We traveled and met some oozes on the way, and we were able to clear the way through them and mend the boat after that. Didn't take much damage. And then we found a book that was floating around that was based around the Kraken. And then we were attacked by these 3 dragons. And yeah, you recognized them after defeating them, that they were the 3 that had been seen. Sonozi, you recognized them because you'd seen it through your imp's eyes, that they were the 3 that had been seen with Malark.
Yeah, and I'll let everybody know, and I'm quite upset because Juniper's not here, and so I start taking my gosh darn, where are my tabs? I'm nothing without my tabs. Okay.
I'll be sending you a very
Shadowblade.
bootleg
Yeah,
version of this map.
I'll start hacking its head off with my Shadowblade.
All right. Decapitating this one down here.
Yeah, I mean because it's on the boat.
Heck
Easy
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, the other 2 are floating in the ocean. You can see there's like pools of blood swirling around them.
And I say after I've worked out my frustrations, I will say sorry about that, Dandros. Can we help me get this thing off the boat?
Oh yeah, here. I can help you out here. Maybe we can get this Willow, maybe you can help with this.
Yeah, and I'll put my stuff away and help us get everything off the boat. And yeah, just
Yep, and with all of us there, we're able to squish it off and ploop it into the sea. Kerplunk.
oh wow, you're doing a whole thing. Oof.
I couldn't find the original file, so that's what it looks like in game. And
Okay.
again, it's too big, so I used 2 screenshots and I just edited them together.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like
it's big.
yeah, like I'm trying, like, since this is my first thing that I'm creating / running, I'm trying to keep it fairly small and
Yes.
contained.
Yep.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
but this is like, whoa, hold up. That's a lot of stuff going on here. I almost thought that said the USSR, and I was like, whoa, what? It says UGR.
No. Let's see. I guess I can have my celestial help get stuff off the boat. It's got.
I'm assuming you. I would assume you were doing that. It's like, all right, they're getting shit off the boat. Well, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, it's got a strength score of 16. Good enough.
All right, and yeah, they're floating around. Do you guys want anything? I think Zoon's gonna go try and grab some teeth from these guys, maybe.
I mean, he can grab the teeth out of the head I chopped off.
There we go. That'll suffice. Let's see if he can roll one. And I'll pull up his sheet for today because I'll be running him as well.
And
Right, so if you want to know the scale, the Isle of Skye in that picture is 555 miles long, so it's very large.
hmm, a big island.
Where is it? There we go. Oh, it's not. It's just 12. Yeah, he doesn't. He's a little confused today, I guess. Doesn't he have reliable talent?
Does he have proficiency in the skill?
Oh, he actually doesn't in this skill. Weird. All right, he fails.
Survival.
Reliable talent only applies to things you have proficiency in.
Apparently, it's too old, and all the teeth are kind of rotted out when he gets in there. Stinky breath too, you can tell. Oh, Sonozi, but you find some good ones while you're in there in the back. The molars that he missed.
Get them glands.
Oh, you're going for some glands. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Go. There's 2 of them. 2 black dragon glands.
Jake's got his cape, so I don't think he's going to continue with the with mutilating defeated enemies.
Yeah, and Dandros has enough for his shield, so he's just watching them float away. He's like, well, I could go maybe try and swim, but that's probably a bad
Actually,
idea.
I remember Jake quite liked dragon meat. I guess I'll get some dragon meat.
There you go. Don't have to eat all the dried fish we've been eating all campaign.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody else was poisoned by the black dragon meat. So I think they hate it, but Jake is fine.
I do remember Dandros having a pretty adverse reaction. I don't even know if he ate it, to be honest. I can't remember.
Then we brought up like Dandros. We were like, Dandros, is that like cannibalism for you? He was like,
He just did it without thinking, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to get a little bit of meat off of it, but you can tell that these older dragons are a bit stringy, so not much.
They have also been damaged by eldritch blasts and all that.
Yeah, you can still see all the different arrows that Zune and I've shot into it.
And then they got heated up with lightning at some point. Yeah.
Yep.
I like to think that we should be in salt water, so like the salt gets into the wounds, it starts making like some of their body parts, jiggle and wiggle.
Yeah, you
Have
can
you ever
see
seen that with frogs?
You can see that's happening a little bit, and little fish are like being attracted to the motions.
Yeah, and seeing the fish, I'm like, we should probably get away from this. It's probably going to be a feeding frenzy at some point soon.
Yeah, I'm down. We don't have any reason to really deal with this anymore.
I mean, of course, after Jake gets his meat,
Yeah, and Zune, I guess, tried to get the teeth, but he couldn't.
It's fine. It's not like we haven't, had trophies from dragons before. Jake will flash around his cape.
And I'll say, I'll come over to come over to Willow, and I was like, hey, get going for your first battle. You did good.
Oh, thanks, Sonozi.
And I will hit her with lightning lure.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, wow! You're gonna heal her with the. Okay, cool.
I mean, I've had this spell and have not used it since the beginning of. Well, no, I haven't used it at all since this. I got picked up, pressed the digits, because I didn't know exactly how everything would shake up, and it's a water campaign, like water plus electricity, ha 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 ha, and then never fucking was useful until now.
Yep. All right, here we go. So roll it and then roll damage.
I mean, she doesn't. I don't think she would try to save against this.
No. Yeah, but you got to roll it first, I think, with the damage, or you can just go straight ahead and roll the damage.
It's a strength save.
Oh, okay, got it. Willow, where's your sheet? Oh yeah, it's under your stuff. Never mind. Aren't you supposed to be running her?
Yeah, I have her sheet.
All right, it's all good. No, I got it. I'm pulling it up right now.
No, I'm like, no, like she can willingly fail to save. I'm not trying to attack her. I'm trying to heal her with electricity.
Oh yeah, well, okay, then just roll the damage, right? Doesn't the damage...
I did. It's already there. It's 12.
Oh, it's only 12. I thought that was the roll to hit. Never mind. I see. All right, we're getting back in the game here, folks. We're getting the mind over matter right now. Okay, she gets 12.
So that bring her to 183.
You betcha.
And I'll be like, I'll give you some more after a little bit, and I'm gonna start summoning Juniper back. So that'll take 10 minutes, and then the tentacle is gone. Anything else I need to account for? No. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, just to be clear, can you... so you're going to dismiss her and bring back Juniper? Or can you have two familiars?
Well, I was thinking like her soul being trapped in a gem inside of a robot would kind of like negate that part.
Okay, I'm going to think about this for like 2 seconds. Stand by. I originally just thought that you would only have one familiar available, and it would still not negate it because you have to use the rules of Find Familiar still to like take her out and all that type of stuff to the pocket dimension. So I'm just seeing here. I think you can only have one, or can you have multiple? I'm just looking at this. This is crazy.
You can, well, for Find Familiar, you can only have one familiar at a time. But with this weird magic jar thing being trapped in a soul gem, I don't. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, I'm gonna say still that you can only. There's gonna be the limit of one.
Okay.
But you can always, because she's been powered up today. You could always just like dismiss her, I think, and then recall Juniper, and then dismiss Juniper, and then recall her back into the body, and then you would just have to only have one available at a time, and expend the spell slots.
I mean, I guess I'll let Willow stay in the body for now.
Okay.
If you find Steed, maybe you could have both.
I don't have Find Steed. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Unless Steed, and then I put the soul of a horse into a robot. Hilarious.
Now that would be funny.
Now
you could ride Willow into battle.
Well, now that I think about it, I do have another summon ability that I could use that for. Let me double check on this. I could do the summon Fae. Let me see.
Oh, from a different spell. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because but I don't know how it will work because this is a concentration spell. But if I put the soul of the familiar in a soul gem and it's trapped there, then it doesn't matter because I won't have to concentrate on that. I don't know. That depends on how you want to rule that. We have time on a boat, so we can figure this out while we're on a boat.
Yeah, well, I'll watch you think about it very hard. Dandros is staring at you as you're like looking at Willow and you're having this epiphany. Cool.
I'm drawing like I start like drawing out like arcane symbols and whatnot on the boat. Oh man, that's like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like, I'm figuring the thing out.
Dandros looks kind of confused because he's literally the only one without magic.
That's true. He has like no magic at all. Oh, also I'll say I'll yell out to Dandros, yeah, you may want to go and get that spear from out of the water.
Oh yeah, I could probably do that. And I start like taking my armor off and getting ready to go for a swim. I think Castos well, no, we'll save the slots. I was like, I'll just get him to use telekinesis, and then I'm like, nah, I don't need that right now. I'm gonna go for a swim.
So would you okay, so would you allow basically what would have to happen is I would use the Fey spirit in place of Willow, which is a familiar spirit, and then summon Juniper as a familiar, and basically it'd be the Fey spirit inside the Soul Gem, which actually makes more sense because the familiar attacks with a short sword anyway.
Would you have to maintain concentration to keep the face spirit there?
But that's the thing, because the spirit would be trapped in a Soul Gem. That has nothing to do with the concentration part of it. Because the concentration would keep it here, but if it gets trapped in a Soul Gem,
No, I would still say you have to concentrate on it.
well, that would mean like it would be like permanent concentration.
Well, I mean, you'd concentrate it up to an hour. Yeah, it's like an hour of concentrating.
Are you saying No, you're saying like an hour of concentration to. I'm slightly lost.
So, I mean, it casts it in 1 minute, but then while it's up, it only lasts 1 hour. So, I mean, yeah, it would be a long time of concentration, but it's only an hour. Your character could concentrate on something for an hour, I think.
Right, but I'm saying if my concentration is broken, then the entire robot goes to shit. So it's fine.
True, and then you would have to recast it technically, and it's a 6th level.
So it's best to just to leave it alone.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, or at least if you want to bring it out, just bring it out, and the fake creature can be on its own. All right. So yeah, Dandros is kind of ready to take off for the rest of the day. We'll be arriving, I guess, in the next morning, and then because we arrived 1 day early, we would still have to wait 1 day for the soldiers to show up if we want to, and the rest of the kind of whatever allies might aid us in this battle, who are currently coming through the desert with the devas that Jake has summoned. And yeah, Dandros is kind of looks towards Jake, who is kind of out in the water right now. But yeah, he's like, "All right, Jake, grab the helm. You know where to go."
All right. Yep, I will continue steering.
All right. I'll move you onto the boat. Beep boop. There we go. And yeah, we eventually sail away from this little area where the dragons are being fed upon now by multiple fish, not just little fish, but larger fish as well. You can even see some huge creatures, maybe even creeping in the shadows under the depths as you leave. And some of them are cresting as you guys are quite a far ways away, as they are starting to feeding frenzy on these large animals. I guess they're just dragons, and their flesh. And I'm going to take them off the map now. Good thing Sonozi grabbed a souvenir. Okay. So we had already rolled for today. It was clear skies, beautiful day, and then also we rolled for our random encounter before the battle, and all we got was the floating book of lore. And so now we can sail the rest of the day. If there's any RP stuff you guys want to do before you go to sleep and change over for the night shift, and I don't exactly remember who was on the night shift, but I think it was Sonozi and somebody else. But yeah. Let me know what you guys are thinking.
No, I didn't really have much to do.
Oh, that's good, kitty. Somebody's helping you.
Steering the boat is kind of a full-time job, so can't exactly do other things.
Sounds good. And Sonozi, any other things you want to do today before we get ready to munch down some supper and bed down for the evening and change over to the nighttime watch?
I'll just spend time just every so often hitting Willow with a lightning lure. Or does she or does her stuff come back just like on a long rest like normal, or how does that?
Let's go check that out. Oof. That's gonna, yeah, that might be not even in the Golem page technically. Let's see. I mean, I would assume it would be after a long rest, all of it comes back. Just like every other creature. Yeah, we'll say that, after a long rest, she gains her hit points back. And she'd have to gain them with, she also does the short rest thing too. Where essentially on a short rest, she would be able to expend her dice, and I think it has the dice formula. Let me go back there and check. So it's a D10, and she's technically a level, it looks like a level 20, which is crazy. But we'll see, how many she would get. I'm just going to go look at Dandros to make it kind of the same.
Okay, so basically she is, for all intents and purposes, another like normal character. Okay.
Yep. Now, they won't go up in experience because that's just how the way Find Familiar works. Like your familiar doesn't gain experience.
No, this is, I got it. She's all good. I'm not trying to Willow's gonna multi-class, guys. Like,
yeah, no, it's all good.
she's an arcane archer.
And then, I'll just adapt whatever level you're at to her D10 for her short rest. So right now you get 17. But I don't think that'll be a big problem with all the potions and healing we have around us today. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I think the biggest thing we need to do right now is level ups because.
Are we leveled up?
Yeah, we're gonna take. Well, see, I didn't give you the EXP last time. And we didn't level up because we were in the middle of the day, and I wanted to play out the day. And so, if there's nothing else that we want to do today specifically, other than heal up Willow, then, I'm going to go ahead and move us to the next day, the morning of the day where we kind of have to wait around because the soldiers are still arriving. And then the next morning after that will be when the soldiers arrive. I don't know what you guys want to do during this day, but essentially you have 24 hours where you're waiting for the soldiers as you wake up on the next day, and we will all gain the level to level 18. It'll be 290 experience.
290,000, presumably.
Yes, 290k or 1,000. And yeah, we'll be able to go ahead and add all of our new features. I figured we'd do one in session today because it was going to be the long session potentially. But this is fine anyways because, it's like we can do the long session as well. I don't know if you guys are still in, but we'll see how far we want to go today.
Probably not if we're just running with 2.
Yeah, I was kind of pretty apprehensive about it already, just missing 1. So if Zune was going to say yes, I was going to consider it and just like sort of maybe not push quite as close to the end as we might have if Castlos was here. However, because he's not here and Zune isn't here, I think we'll just stick to the maybe 4-hour session, especially because I don't really want to get too far without Zune and Castlos here. But anyways, we can go ahead add that to, or I have 290. Yeah, 290,000 gets you the level up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Of course it does. You're going to be really...
It was 265 was the next level.
Yeah, we were already really close, I remember now. And we're going to be really close to the 300,000 now, which is the next one. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, so now we're going to spend some time. We all get the time to do this, make our decisions about our next stuff, look at whatever you guys get. And I'm going to take some time myself, maybe 5 minutes here, to just look over all of my Echo Knight stuff. And then we'll come back on the day of waiting and whatever, we have like a day of rest essentially. You earned a day of rest from traveling very speedily, and we will role play that out, and then we'll get into if we want to meet with the soldiers or not, or if we just want to go attack them and not take the day of rest. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, take 5 minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and we'll go from there.
I'm just like, wow. Just wow.
I know. And I was like just wow too when I was watching the VOD. I was like, oh, did I forget to give me XP? And I was like, oh, I totally did. And then I was like, oh my god. That means that next session we will have to do it in the middle of the session because we have a day still of RPing and then, you know, moving into the night and stuff. So anyways, yeah, here we go. Take your level ups. I think mine should be pretty easy. It's my character in general is not that complicated, although I seem to forget things about him all the time.
It's the fucking you can't hit me fighter.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the things I forgot last time is the heal back from my ability now, because my bonus action Echo actually has like a bit of healing that it retains now when it dies, and it sends it back to me. And yeah, I totally forgot about that last time. But I don't think I took any damage. It was crazy. The random rolls were just like not working. Like I attacked my Echo a few times, and then on a few of my attack rolls with the creatures, they were really bad, and I was just like, holy, like I don't think a lot of us even took that much damage last fight.
Well, I didn't use any healing spells that fight, so that should show you exactly how it went.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe if I calculated it out beforehand, there for each round of combat there was a potential, like as long as the 3 dragons were up, there's like a potential of like 200 and some. Not for the first one when they just come in with the bolt, but once they land on the boat and they start taking their legendary actions, it starts to be like there's a lot of damage that's supposed to be on the table. But when all of that damage is just going to Willow, who negates it, or Dandros, his Echo, who completely negates it as well, it shows you just how well this group is insulated from a lot of attacks. Not the acid damage, though. I was able to hit, well, I guess I attacked his Echo with the most of the acid. I can't even remember who I attacked mostly. But there was not a lot of damage dealt out. It was pretty crazy. Let's see here. Looks like I'm all good to go. Oh, and I'm no longer poisoned by that stupid weird alchemy thing, the bubbly bubbles.
Yeah. That may come in handy.
Was that
Sure.
you remember that told bubbles the bubbles the bubbles the bubbles?
What was that?
Sure. So what movie is that from? I don't know. The character is bubbles the bubbles the bubbles the bubbles. I think it's Finding Nemo. That sounds familiar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could see that. The only thing that was just like blaring in my mind is the bubbles from Charlie's Chocolate Factory or whatever, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The original. You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Yes, that's the one.
Man, the original of that is so good.
It really
Although
is.
I will say, I watched it as a kid, and I was terrified during that scene when they took the drinks, and I was sure that the granddad was going to be chopped to bits by that fan. I was like, oh my god, I couldn't watch.
Yeah, things get pretty real near like the middle and end of that movie actually, and like it leaves you as a kid, it leaves you on the edge of your seat many times. Alright, yeah, I was like pinging out, you can see it in chat a little while ago, all my different things, my slasher feat, I have to remember that. all the action surge stuff. That's about it. I can shield bash things, which is nice, I guess. I thought I was going to do that a lot more, but I didn't actually use it a lot because I would just always be summoning my Echo, so I don't get a bonus action usually on my turn other than just to bring back my Echo. One day I'll just like roll for attacks and none of them will hit my Echo. One day. I'll be like, yeah, I do have another bonus action. I can do this.
Dispel magic? Summon greater demon. No.
Yeah, we getting into the greatest spells you can have now.
Oh no, mine fucking stopped a long time ago. I'm just trying to. It's more of a, this or that sort of situation. Like I don't like. I'm doing my I was doing my regular ones. No, it's fine. So when we get to the place, I guess since we have a day, we'll go. I was assume we can go scouting.
Yeah, so you wake up in the morning with everybody here. Jake's taking the helm again, and you can see that you're gonna get close to it on the map, Jake. You have your navigator's tools there, and you're like, oh, with the winds being as favorable as they are, you kind of know that you're gonna get close. So, first off, Dandros is gonna ask, well, how far do you think we're gonna take this vessel inward?
Well, I don't see why. I've got the charts here, and it looks like there's no bad rocks or anything. So I think we could take it all the way in.
All right, and what do you guys think about waiting for the soldiers that are gonna show up here? Or do we think we should go in by ourselves because we're maybe more sneaky or something?
I
How
don't
about
think stealth is a big issue. It's just whether they'll get in our way.
I mean, well, I wanted to go and take a general look in the area to see if there's, anything that we could, that would be out to get us or anything like that. Or anything that we should avoid. It'd be nice to see it beforehand. Anybody willing to go?
Oh, I'm staying here. I'm not leaving the boat. I don't think. I'll stay with Zune, unless he wants to go.
I thought if there's anybody that was going to do a scouting mission, it would be the scout.
Are we not? Are you gonna play him if I take him or?
Yeah, I can. I've done it before. I've played him. I've played Castos. I know their characters pretty well.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and.
Also, it's punishment for not showing up and not letting me know ahead of time that you're not going to be here and blah blah blah. And I know D. I'm going to see him literally next weekend, so this could be fun for me IRL next weekend, especially Castos too. He told me he was going to be, so I don't have beef with Castos right now, but with Zune, I have a little bit of beef because he didn't show up and he's probably asleep right now. So, and I'm going to bug him next weekend about what I get to do with his character this session. I won't go crazy or anything, but I'm definitely going to play him. So.
Does Zune have a way to turn himself invisible? I don't know.
Stealth rolls.
Yeah, he's pretty good with stealth, but at the same time.
But doesn't he get magic with Ranger?
Oh, and he took weird stuff.
Got, 3 levels of Ranger, doesn't he? Maybe 5? No, he's got 5 levels of Ranger.
Yeah, and I'm just going to his spells now because I forgot that I have to play him, so I'm bringing up his... I had Castos ready on my sheets today, but not Zune. Yeah, he only has... he has Fog Cloud, that's what it is, and Disguise Self. He has a little bit, but he doesn't have Pass Without Trace, which is like the one that I would... If I thought you might be referencing, which increases your stealth even more. But
Yeah, it's +10.
But he doesn't have any actual invisibility. He doesn't have like an item that makes him invisible or anything like that. All he has is his like his cloak, which will help him teleport. And I'm just going through to make sure, but that should be it. Yeah, that's all he's got.
Okay, so so this is what I'll do because I have the invocation, and I'm going to. So I'll say I have something to show you guys, and I'll jump into the water, and I will do this, and then so you'll see a dragon show up out of the water, silver. I'll switch out. Well, you could. I guess you could. We can switch out the token for now, or show them the token. That's not the one I gave you, but okay.
Oh, wasn't it? Shit. Oh, I've got so many dragon tokens, man. All right, wait. I'm going back to Discord. I'm going there right now. Hold up. I literally thought that was the one that you gave me.
Yeah. And I'll say that a while ago I found out that I was messing around with some magic, and I think this was the
oh, there it is.
Like the final gifts from my patron, and I turned myself into a dragon. And
that doesn't seem very useful. We've seen how dragons usually fight.
I mean, yeah, but I can still do this, and then like I suppose I'll like shoot an eldritch blast out or something, and but now I have I can still use my spells and whatnot. I don't think those other dragons can do that, so it's slightly useful for me. Also, it's kind of badass. And so I will twin spell invisibility onto me, and I'll have Zune, right on top of me, and then I will twin spell invisibility on us, and we'll go out looking around.
Oh wow! All right.
Just make sure that Zoom doesn't get an itch for teeth. You know how he likes dragon teeth.
I mean, if that happens, I'll just drop him.
He looks back to you, Jake. He says, "They come in useful. I sold some to that person in the bar the other day. Anyways, you weren't there, but I told you guys about it."
Mm-hmm. And so in case you need me, or we need to come back, or if we contact you, just talk to Willow. She still has a direct communication with me. Is your angel still here?
Celestial? No.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, she's just out here chilling. Don't get me wrong. Like I want her to be. It's awesome.
I'm also gonna go ahead and make this token you, Sonozi, as far as token properties. That way you can go in, and then you will add. I believe the way it works is you add a temporary hit bar amount, just like shape change for a druid, or like wild shape. I mean.
The fuck happened?
I don't know what happened. So let's see if you can move the dragon around a bit.
I put my stuff in, and then it like reset itself. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's because I was in it right at the moment. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's how it does it sometimes. That does that in character sheets too. And then I just need to check on the size. Is it huge? It's just huge, right?
Huge.
3.
Huge.
There we go. And Zune is riding perfectly in the middle. In your back, you're both invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Bloop, bloop. I'll do that. Also, yeah, everybody make sure you returned your spells, levels, and stuff. I always forget to tell people to do that when I'm playing Dandros, I feel. And I'm going to quickly just do it for Castos. Because he gets a lot back.
Gave me plus 1 5th level spell, and that's it.
Booyah.
Wait, who got 1/5 level spell?
I did. Well, technically, I got Channel Divinity 3 times a day now, but my Channel Divinity hasn't been used recently.
I forgot. What is your channel divinity?
I heal everybody for 2d6 plus 5, but it takes an action.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you can like walk through the crowd and not take opportunity attacks and blah blah
Yes, but when's the last time we fought anybody at melee range? As in, when's the last time Dandros used his sword?
blah. Yeah, like when's the last time any of our melee characters actually took any real damage? It's been a while actually. Let me think.
Am I a melee character now?
I guess you got your shield and you got your warcaster, right? Wait, what are you? How many? What's your training at? How many days did we get through?
Oh, we got through them all.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause,
thought so.
We left the city at 6, and then it was like we've been on the boat for like 4.
Yeah,
4
that's
days.
more than enough. So
And so we'll fly.
that
out
reminds
and-
me, we didn't do the actual spending the role play of the last day for training because that's what all we did was say was Jake piloted till last night, and then we did the level up. I was super excited about the level up, but you can also add that last one day to your sheets because you, Sonozi, would have finished your shield training proficiency one day early. And then we would have had yesterday when we killed the dragons to just kind of chill out for the rest of the day. And Dandros probably would have worked on his shield. And I'll just say Zune and whatever cast those, they can retcon that.
Right.
His shield is closed, but I don't think he's even really needing it that much.
Does Dandros have anything to say about seeing his warlock or his other magic caster turn himself into a dragon? I turned myself
Oh
into a
yeah,
dragon.
I was definitely
Dandros.
gonna do that. When you turned into the, I was gonna say, God damn it, Snozy, that's impressive. Especially when you shoot the Eldritch Blast, you see his eyes like wide, and he's like, "Oh my God, I've never seen a dragon do that. What the hell?"
Now that I think about it, wouldn't it be something similar to like the Kyubi? How they shoot beams, like they like gather like magic in like front of their mouths and whatnot. I like that idea.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen the imagery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with the name though. What's the name from Kyubi?
Oh, that's basically like the tailed beasts.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, hey, random rolls, and we've got 2 people. Perfect. Both of you roll d20s to see who's gonna roll the d100, and then we'll see who rolls the other one. Because we are starting a new day, so we have to get the weather roll, and we have to get the random interactions roll, as you guys kind of just sit around and do nothing. Okay, well
One of those can be the weather.
Okay, well... nope. Sonozi, roll me a d100, and Jake, roll me another d20.
What was the nope about?
He said one of those could be the weather roll, and I was like, no, it can't. Okay. That's not how I was going to run it, so... okay, so it's a little bit rainy today. And you would have lost a day of travel, but you're already in an area where you need to be, so you're not traveling technically today. We're just like shoring up in a position where we know we're close, and waiting for the soldiers. So we'll move. So it is raining a bit today, and you can notice that Sonozi actually.
I mean, I like rain.
Yeah, it would augment the abilities of your invisibility a little bit, because when effects like this happen, it's a little bit easier to see a disturbance in the rain. Now, they're going to have to roll really high and a good perception because it's raining out. It's like, overcast and it's a little darker and stuff, and you are invisible. But it will increase the ability for them to detect you while you're moving invisibly, because you can see a disturbance through the raindrops, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now let's pull up that D1 Hundy as we see the last of the ocean encounters.
I mean, you never know.
True, actually.
Something could happen. It's like, all right, it was supposed to end 2 sessions from now, but it looks like it's going to be another 6. God damn it.
Exactly. It's D&D. I should never assume anything, really. All right, 3, 2.
Do I get to do some of this other stuff? Like a regional effect or anything, or?
Oh, from your sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Read through your ability and then let me know, because some of them restrict.
The one specific one that I was talking about, looking at, is that once per day the dragon can alter the weather within a 6-mile radius. Oh, never mind. I don't have a lair yet. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's like layer action.
Well, it's regional effect, but it requires a layer, so that's fine.
Yeah. Regional effects are cool, actually. I think Orcus has like a madness table of his own. If you go into his layer, he's got his own like whole regional layer effect.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but yeah, this is not your layer. So, let's see. We were doing the 32. Oh yeah, it was really shitty. A merchant floats by on a boat. He is selling standard weapons and leather armor.
Who the fuck needs a standard weapon at this point?
Unfortunately, it's on the table, man. It's just what it is. I play him out real, and I was like, oh, this sucks. Nobody needs leather armor. I was like, the only person who needs leather armor has magic studded leather armor. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, unfortunately, that's what it says. A useless merchant floats by with wares that you can see are much below you. Any wares for you, sirs? I've got some weapons here.
We should arrest him on the basis that he's currently in a restricted ground because there's a war going on here.
Are you lost?
No, weapon dealer's gotta go to where the fight is.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you run along now and continue selling your... You call those things weapons? Sure, weapons.
Oh, wow.
Elsewhere.
He kind of turns his nose up. He says, if they're not good enough for you, I'll find someone else. And he starts pulling away.
They aren't good enough for us.
Kind of sneers at you, Jake, as he's rowing away. It's kind of awkward too, because it takes him a while.
Wait, he's on the sea in a rowboat?
Well, technically it said a merchant vessel, so now that I think about it, it's probably not a rowboat. It's got to be a merchant vessel. Yeah, as soon as I said rowboat, I was like, man, the waves are gonna toss him.
This rowboat can withstand waves up to what? 2 feet?
Maybe, if that.
Waves up to what, 30 feet?
Yeah. We'll see. He has like a 30-foot merchant vessel that's powered by some sort of magic that you're not sure, but inside the cabin there's a low hum and rumbling, and you can see his vessel starts to gurgle and bubble around as he kicks off, and his magic motor takes him away.
I was about to say, this man's shoulders must be enormous.
Much better. This is much better. Yeah, as soon as I said a rowboat, I was like, wait, that's like what it says in the like random roll thing. So I just said it, and then I'm like, that makes no sense right now. Anyways. But his merchant vessel putters off, leaving a small wake and some foamy bubbles as it scoots away, and shoots off into the distance with a unsuccessful business venture. Easy though, at least you didn't get any bad stuff. And that's kind of bad though. You didn't get any good stuff. It's kind of just neutral. You just had to tell a loser to get away. All right. So Sonozi, Zune, you guys are gonna go do some scouting. All right. And Jake, I assume you don't want to join. I think I'm gonna toss. Wait, Castos is gonna come, just in case anything goes bad. He thinks he needs to be there. Unless you don't want him to.
No, I say stay here just in case you guys get attacked or anything.
Oh, okay. I'll stay here.
Yeah, like remember, like I can teleport. So
fair enough. I was just thinking it might be something his character does.
And I can also fly real fast.
Yeah, true.
And like this is just a scouting mission, so we'll take a look, and then we'll report back, and then we can make a decision from there.
All right. Well, Castos, always the eager beaver. He kind of, jumped at the opportunity, but now he's like, "Oh, okay, Sonozi, you go handle it. We'll be here. I'll help protect the boat."
And it's like, Castos, I understand. This was the safest way for you to ride a dragon. I understand. Maybe later.
All right. Now, this is all coastal, blah, blah, blah. So, as you guys... Now, Sonozi, actually explain to me where you want to go. I
don't know the lay of the land.
Yeah, from Jake's kind of explanation, and you've seen him with his navigator's tools over the last 4 days. You know that you're like maybe, I don't know, 120 miles off the coast. Now that's a lot, so I'm gonna narrow that down. Yeah, you're like
120.
You're like 50 miles off the coast. Let's say you could travel there pretty quickly because I assume you travel pretty fast. You're a dragon, and yeah, so it's gonna take you like a couple hours to get out there, and then a couple hours back. It's better to just do it in time and not distance, I think. Anyways,
okay.
So
So to just retcon how it would work, I would take Zune, and then when we even start like getting basically when we would get even close to land, then I would cast the spell.
Yeah, got you. You'd apply the invisibility when you get closer.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Yeah, and then so when you arrive, then you know that because of the map that you've gotten, I believe, or maybe it was Castos, you know that the temple sits in sort of this flat plateau, kind of really close to the coastline, and
that's what we'll be looking for.
Yeah. Oh, right. So we'll get there. Let's see. I'll get you to roll perception as I believe you retain your own wisdom stats, but you can use any of the features. I'll just come to your sheet here. So what is it you're using for this again? I can't remember. It's under features. Polymorph. Oh, it's just true polymorph. Never mind. I thought it was a special like Eldritch Invocation.
Yeah, like I get the mental stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna do perception.
All right. So yeah, you and Zune are both able to see that as you're moving along the coastline and getting a little closer to this flat plateau area amongst the jungle, that there's tracks. There's all sorts of tracks. You know the Draconians are here. Zune kind of leans down to you and he's like, I see lots of tracks all along the coast. I can tell that there's been a lot of Draconian activity here. I can't even count the numbers. There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you guys get closer, Sonozi, you're able to see what finally is the resolution of kind of wondering and all of the pondering of what could be there. You see a large clearing in the jungle where all of the trees have been removed. And at the shoreline, there is a large channel that has been sucked out of the ground. And you can see from the ocean, there's like essentially a small river that leads to this clearing area. And when it reaches this clearing area, you can see that it falls down into some sort of pit. And you're not sure what's going on in the pit, but there is a small blue and red glow coming from the bottom. The red is sort of like an orangish reddish glow, and the blue is very much like a bright neon, sort of almost white light coming from this pit. And you can tell the pit goes very, very far down, because even from your elevated position in the air, you can't quite make out exactly how deep it is. Do you want to go closer, or do you want to investigate the pit, or what are you thinking? Also, as you get closer, you can see there's a couple small fishing vessels on the sides of the shoreline, but there doesn't seem to be any large vessels out here. However, there is a handful of different draconians moving about, because you've rolled enough perception along the sides of the pit. And in one of the camp areas, kind of closer to the coastline, you see a small portal that's glowing purple and yellow, and around it are some draconians. There's about 6 draconians around this entrance to this portal, and it's positioned off to the side just a bit from the main hole where all of this water seems to be draining and falling as a waterfall into.
So I will mentally command Willow to say that to them, like on the boat, and I'll ask them, do you think we need to deal with that portal and the draconians that are on the base? Well, we'll have to deal with them in general, but do you want us to investigate further, or do you want to come back and just find a place to park the boat?
All right, and Willow, after a few minutes of you, or a couple hours, pardon me, of you guys been on the coastline searching, Willow peeks up on the boat and she says, Sonozi has found the area, and she explains everything, and she asks the crew, should we bring the boat in, or should we... Wait, what did you ask, Sonozi? I don't want to get your questions wrong.
Do you want us to investigate more, or do you want to just bring the boat in?
Yeah, so she asked that to you, Jake, and to Dandros, and obviously Castos. What are you feeling, Jake?
I feel like we can just bring the boat in.
All right. I'll look for the best place to do that, where we can, maintain some surprise. And do I see an area where we could possibly get the boat where we won't be seen, or sucked into the pit?
Yeah, for sure. You saw like a little inlet on the southern part of the coastline as you were traveling northward towards the jungle, and along that southern coastline there was like a nice inlet where you could probably park the boat. It was about 30 minutes away from where the actual encampment was by flying speed, so it'd probably take you on foot, once you guys have parked the boat, maybe an hour or maybe 2, depending on how quickly you travel, to get from that point, because you would travel, I'm thinking here, a little slower on foot than when you're flying, obviously.
Right.
But you guys have weird ways of traveling too, so I shouldn't assume anything.
Mm-hmm. And so I'll say, we'll start heading our way back, and then we'll start going back. We'll start going back.
All right. And after 2 hours, you guys arrive back at the boat. Now, I assume we're probably like driving the boat to the area, so maybe I would say it's only actually an hour while you guys sort of meet at the inlet. Yeah, and you arrive back at... I'll just take the invisibility off you guys. You arrive back at the boat with Zune. And Dandros looks at you when you come in, and he says, "So, we're taking it in there? Should we just take them head on then? We don't need to worry about having any allies with us as we go."
I say that maybe we can deal with the draconians on the boat and that portal before they get here, because if we have a large fleet of people that show up, I mean that's a prize going.
True, I guess we need to retain a little bit of that surprise element. It seems the gods did favor us by giving us a little bit of more wind at our backs, and they've put us in this advantageous position, and we should probably capitalize on it. Jake, what do you think?
I agree. And besides, if we use anything big and flashy, we don't want our allies to be pulled into it.
True. Sometimes that's just more collateral damage than anything. Castos will speak up. He's like, yeah, my fireball's really powerful now, guys.
My fireball's real powerful. Oh, that's wonderful.
All right, well, I guess we should prepare for our final approach here. Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
And make it double.
How do we want to approach this area? And what are we thinking when we get that way?
We can possibly. Do you want to sink their ships, or do you just want to just start AoEing them to death?
I'm not sure. Do we want to fight on the coastline, or do we want to go deeper inland and approach from inland?
I mean, we should definitely secure the coast for the reinforcements that are coming the next day.
Indeed. I mean, it depends. So, are we fighting on water? Did I hear?
I'm not sure.
They have boats that are docked, right?
Yeah. I think Willow said that there was a couple smaller fishing vessels. It looked like.
Well then, just a few small fishing vessels. I was going to say, I could ride on Sonozi and control the weather in order to make a hurricane and sink all of their boats. Or I could cause an earthquake at the shoreline and sink all of their boats.
These are some good ideas.
I'm down with that.
So you said you're gonna go with Sonozi and you're gonna fly in there, kind of aerial bomb them?
Yeah, there's no reason to, actually fight them.
Sounds like a good idea to me, honestly.
You know what? By the way, I see what you did there, buddy. Yeah, I would definitely fly up there to the mast and then let Zune hop out up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was gonna say that.
Zune, crow's nest.
Yeah, Zune jumped off your back actually super acrobatically and jumped back into his crow's nest. All right. So, all right, Jake and Sonozi's time to go do a little bit of shenaniganry.
Shenaniganery, yeah.
Are you good with that, Sonozi? You down to do this plan?
Yeah, totally. I'll say me and you, Jake, you're gonna do a thing. Did you want me to make a whirlpool to control water as well? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, we could do that. Is it really necessary though? We don't even have to be in eyesight of them as long as we can fly above the storm clouds and. Hurricane.
I'm also I can still breathe on the water. So I just didn't know exactly where you were going with it still. But we can definitely be up in the air. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys got 2 hours to figure it out on the way there. I'm sure you'll figure out a good plan. Exactly how to execute all the details.
I mean, I was thinking we were going to drop. Well, isn't it about an hour away?
And, wait, we're only an hour away now because we came to the inlet. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
So we fly over there while we're on the way over. Well, this will take a little while for me to turn it into an actual hurricane. Well, actually, no. You said that it's raining at the moment, right?
Yeah, it is raining at the moment. Just one sec, too. I am gonna do an RP thing for Castos. He's gonna cast Mage Armor on both of you. I think it would increase both of your armors.
No.
It won't because we have armor on, but also mage armor itself.
Oh, never
Unless he
mind.
has
I was
some
just looking at it. I'm
extremely
like,
weird thing that lets him cast it on other people.
never mind. No. I was trying to figure out like what could I give. I was like, can Castelos do anything before you guys go out? I wanted to give you a nice boon. Anyways, he cannot. Well, that's kind of in character actually. Like Castelos would try and cast something that doesn't work to other people. But, anyways, yeah. Sorry for. You guys keep going.
So yeah, just take me on your back. I will cast control weather. It's a 5 mile radius, so yeah, we can easily fly above the clouds and have it decimate the land down there.
Dope. So you're gonna bring like a storm in?
Yeah, I'm going to let's see how long it'll take.
Casting time is 10 minutes. The concentration time is up to 8 hours. Nice.
So it will take half an hour for me to turn this rain into torrential rain. I don't know the temperature, but I'm going to slowly shift it towards Arctic cold, and I will change the wind towards storm all at the same time. So what is the current temperature?
Well, it was kind of tropical and nice, but it's like I was gonna say, probably around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so maybe more, probably maybe even 90-ish. But
So
it's gonna
warm.
start dropping really quickly. And that will bring in sort of some driving hail and blizzardy conditions as well. Is there like there's like some sleeting and snow that happens around that
Good
like
rolls. So it'll take half an hour to change the weather to torrential rain. While that's happening, it'll take 50 minutes to change it to Arctic cold because I'm going down by 3 stages. And then what's the wind at?
I would say it was a little bit moderate. So yeah, I would say number 2.
And 90 minutes to change it to hurricane level winds. But those all happen simultaneously.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
So by the time we get there, I'll have changed the temperature and the rain, and it'll take a little while after we get there, about half an hour, for the wind to hit its full stride.
I mean, I could just fly there slower.
It's fine. We
Okay.
panic them more if they have slowly increasing winds and then no idea why.
And so we're up.
Yeah, and there is so you're up above the storm, and you can see this large storm has been gathering as you guys have been moving. You can see at the edge of sort of a 5-mile radius around both you and Jake and Sonozi, either way. It's starting to get colder. The nice warm humidity has turned into a sort of biting cold a little bit, and you can tell that there's going to be some sleet happening. And as you get closer and closer to the actual Draconian's pit, there is some sleet, a little bit of like hail and blizzardy conditions, and the wind has approached basically almost a full gale storm condition. It's approaching a really, really intense condition. It's not quite there yet as you arrive. Are you guys just going to wait the half hour? You see below the ocean has turned into a riling sort of boiling mess almost, as there's huge waves, whitecaps and stuff, and you can see there's a little bit of like sleet and snow landing on top of the waves and then dissolving into the ocean below. You also see that the boats have now been removed. As the storm conditions were coming in, they decided to pull in all the boats, and you can see them lined now on the coastline, just like less than 100 feet away from the coastline, as they've put all the boats now on the shore.
Well, even there, they're not going to be safe as this hits full-on hurricane levels.
Fair enough. Yeah, they'll like probably blow away and stuff, and you can see a lot of the Draconians.
They'll just be like dashed to pieces again if they're anywhere near any rocks or each other. The waves could capsize them. I assume the water will actually start to freeze here.
Yeah, true, and it's gonna
because
get
of
hit by
temperature.
hail and stuff, and ice chunks. So yeah, we'll say that they're destroyed for the purposes of this, and then the Draconians themselves have actually moved down into the pit, and above ground you can see they've left this little gate portal open. They've left it undefended currently as this storm washes over them.
All right, and water is draining into this portal, you said?
Yeah, and you can see that the channel is about 50 feet wide, and you don't know how deep it is yet, but essentially it's gushing like a small river, and then it drops off into the pit. And there's like maybe 100 or 200 meters from the coastline to the actual pit where this channel is gushing downward and being dropped off into the pit, and then the channel makes like a big waterfall essentially.
All right, I will begin to calm the winds and the rain, but maintain the temperature in order to freeze the ocean around it and stop anything from draining into it for the moment.
All right. So you eventually start to freeze the bay where this is all sort of happening in, and eventually the channel freezes up. Ice kind of crackles along and veins down the channel and starts to lock up. And you can see it's very similar to like what happens in here in Canada, ice lockup in the north, where different channels start to freeze up, and you can tell that the depth of the ice is going deeper and deeper and deeper as the color gets from a small thin layer to being a deeper blue and white as the depth and density of the ice grows and grows and grows to the point where now if you were out on the coastline a little bit, like maybe 10 meters or to 20 meters, I don't know how many feet that is, I think that's like 30 to 60 feet-ish. You would be able to walk on solid ice, and beyond that, there is ice as well, but it's not quite as thick to be walked upon.
All right. I was about to ask you, do you live anywhere near the Great Lakes?
Not quite. I'm in the northwest, so.
I see. But so have you seen frozen waves before? Because that happens a lot in Lake Michigan.
Definitely, actually, yeah. We have some really large lakes like that it happens here too, where it's like kind of snap freezes.
What is the lighting situation like?
Currently, it's all fine. I'm not going to impose any perception check disadvantages, but it's like sort of gray and overcast, and the weather is calmed a bit, as Jake said, but it's still very, very cold.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. He's a silver dragon. He uses cold.
Oh, I'm immune to cold. I mean, that shit doesn't. Yeah, love it. Love it.
Once that line, the cold never bothered you anyway, or something like that.
Yep, the cold never bothered me anyway. Neither does fire or poison.
Oh damn, you picked a good one.
No. That's from items that I have resistance to.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, I remember that now.
And then because of my class, I already got resistance to cold, but now it's immunity, which is like, you know what? That makes sense. Level 18, immunity to cold. That's fine. But anywho, I look at James like, well, what now?
Okay. Sorry, chewing some chips. Yeah, you don't really want me to start crunching those on the mic. All right. I guess. Well, our job's done here. We'll fly back and get ready for our assault.
I mean, well, do we see anything going down with the Draconians? Like, what's going on with the ships and whatnot?
Well, the ships were actually destroyed in the crazy hurricane ice blizzard that Jake was able to unleash upon them, and the Draconians themselves went down under into the pits. So now above ground, it's all been kind of like not excavated.
So I had some questions.
Sure.
So how do they get down into the pit?
Oh,
Did
you
they
see.
just jump?
No. There's a large staircase that goes down to the pit.
Okay. And what about the portal that was off to the side?
The portal is still glowing. They left it sort of unattended while the major part of the hurricane was coming in, essentially. But now you can see, actually, as you guys were just about to leave too, I would say that you were able to notice some of the Draconians kind of looking out because the hurricane's passed. It's just cold right now, and they're really confused about that because you've frozen a jungle, essentially. And so it's like really confusing to them, and they're kind of poking their heads out and sheepishly walking up these frozen steps that are kind of around the pit, which have now become a bit dangerous.
Like slips and fall. Please tell me one slips and fall. Please tell me one. Like, and he like cartoonishly rolls.
Let me get a. I'm gonna roll it straight up off of one of their straight up off of. Let's see.
A spiral staircase, which is like
Where is it? I don't know. I'm giving them athletics too because they have it. So. Oh no, that's not very good. It's slippery out there. One of the guys kind of leading the chase or whatever. One of the head guys as he's like going up. You can see he's leading other people. He slips while having way too confident of motions climbing up, and kind of proceeds to barrel down the rest of the stairs and knock everybody out like a big ball, a big snowball almost. And if a bunch of people fall off, you don't know exactly what happens when they fall off, but you see that there's kind of like this unfolding of a domino effect on the stairs happening.
Thank you. I needed that in my life.
I needed it too, but but they're pretty like beefy, you know, like they're Dragonborn. They have a little bit of strength and athleticism to them, so.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's like they're walking down steps and stuff is frozen over. Oh, come on. Somebody slips. Just
yep, exactly. Got to have that moment, that Three Stooges moment, essentially.
But I will say to Jake is like, I'm not sure if you can, but there's some sort of portal that's still down there. I'm a bit concerned. I don't know if that's a everybody's coming here portal or they're taking stuff away portal, but it's still up and out there. Do you think we should do anything about it, or
not without the rest of them? I don't think.
Okay. All right.
I'd have to get very close to try and dispel the magic on it. So quite dangerous.
Right. Okay. Let's get back then. And then we'll, take off.
All right. So yeah, you guys come back eventually. You leave the crazy frozen hurricane, and eventually it starts to just return to the calm kind of raining that it was originally. And when you guys get back, Dandros looks to you guys as you slowly hover in the air out there, and he says, unless you want to land, he says, well, what'd you see out there?
Well, I saw Jake turn the area into a frozen wasteland. He froze a jungle. So there's that. There's also a portal. I'm concerned about it.
It's what the Order of Peace would have wanted.
Makes sense to me. I mean, as long as you didn't kill anybody, that's really smart, actually.
Oh, I'm pretty sure somebody died.
People died, but they were bad people anyway.
Yeah, true. And it's their own damn fault.
So, I say, we're about to make this march. So prepare yourselves for, cold conditions. I'm fine. I'm not sure how Dandros is going to fare. So
he's very fine in the cold. He looks, he says,
already
"Oh yeah, the cold doesn't really bother me actually."
All right. I know Willow's okay. I don't know about everybody else, but so we'll go ahead and get things going.
All right.
And I'll turn myself back invisible.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the plan here?
We walk it. We walk up there. We walk over to the pit like men, and we just start murdering whatever we can. And
We make sure that there's dramatic music in the background as we all walk in a line very slowly with the setting sun behind us. It'll have a close up on each of our faces. And we look very serious, of course, before somebody kicks in the door and demands answers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've read a book like that.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Okay, so you want to approach on foot. What? Okay, I was wondering about the wyverns.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, yeah, I forgot about the wyverns. I thought we were gonna at some point, like, you know, be flying them and carpet bombing with the wyverns, but now they're kind of just here in the boat. Fuck.
They're probably a
At the time
little
we-
less
at the
stealthy.
time we didn't know you could turn into a dragon.
Right, but I mean, I figure like, you know, more flight would be beneficial. You know,
Well,
like
we'll
if
rise-
Castos and Zune could each take a wyvern, and you know,
sounds fine. No, yeah, let's rise.
And, and Dandros and Willow could be the ground troops and help protect you, if necessary.
Oh,
That's what-
I can fly.
True, right? Yeah, you have that ability too.
He has special
So, yeah.
boots. But yeah, that works for me. Let's go get the wyverns then, hey?
Yep.
And we'll all just fly in. That sounds like it's a good idea to me.
And do they have a reaction towards me?
A little bit. They kind of give you that weird quizzical look that dogs do sometimes, where they're like looking, they're tilting their head back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not quite sure if they should investigate or not. They're kind of just like a little bit like cowering and kind of shy, essentially.
I'll give them a dragon smile and try to seem friendly.
Sure. Actually, yeah, go ahead and roll animal handling. They don't have a language, so.
Trying to think, is there anything I can do? I would like I'll ask for guidance. It's like I haven't been in this form for too long, and I haven't interacted with anything like that. So what do you think I should do, Jake?
In order to calm them down.
Yeah, because I don't want them to be afraid of me and not or act weird because I'm here.
You could tap dance.
Okay, I didn't know how to tap dance when I wasn't a dragon. But sure, I'll take it. Here we go. Shit.
Oh, what?
Man.
Well, you succeed with flying colors.
Now they think I'm their dad. I'm their pop.
The tap dancing dragon.
Yeah, they start like bobbing their heads with it. They're like trying to catch the beat. They're just like so enticed. And then Dandros is like, "You said you didn't know how to do this before you're a dragon. I think you needed to be a dragon."
I mean, apparently I may just have like natural talent here. You know, I'm fairly all this charisma. I just ooze it.
Wow, that was amazing. Sonozi, every time you perform for us, it's beautiful.
That's so true. It's canon. I'm just so good at performance.
I think the gods have really. They're trying to tell you something. This is some sort of omen. You think once we're done here, you need to maybe go apply to be in the Bardic College or something.
Possibly. That, I mean, depending on, if the world is still here and all. So,
Yeah. Oh well, it's definitely going to be. We're gonna get this, guys. I have all the faith in the world.
all right. And,
But if you have all the faith in the world, then where does my power come from?
I give you some now and then. I'm like a supreme being. I didn't tell you, but that's how I make my echo form, actually.
you believe in yourself and you manifest yourself?
Oh, yeah.
He thinks, therefore he is?
Yeah, it's just, I've got that level of supreme belief, you guys.
But he doesn't understand magic. Interesting.
Oh, I mean, I understand some things about magic, I think.
You're an interesting one, Dandros. I'm happy I met you.
Yeah, I'm happy I met all of you.
All right.
Probably wouldn't have made it far without you guys, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So, real quick, so since since my rings and whatnot are attuned to me, I still get the normal uses and stuff out of them, right?
So, just say that again. They're not attuned to you?
They are. They're my rings and whatnot.
Okay.
So I still get the normal uses and stuff out of them, right?
Yeah, when you do true polymorph, I believe you retain all of the use of your objects.
Okay, sweet.
It's different than polymorph that way. And maybe just look it up, actually, just quickly, because I remember if you polymorph, your objects are not available for use. So if you were carrying something like a magic jar, you wouldn't be able to use it and return to the magic jar on somebody else's body or whatever. But so maybe just take a look. I'm quickly just doing some things in the background here.
Okay.
Looking at some stuff here. Some other things.
So I would have. It says that the creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from its equipment. But that says the target, it melds into the new form. I would have taken my stuff off and then transformed, and now I'm using the dragon's own ability to flip back and forth. So it would be with that, and let me see what it says.
True, actually.
Any equipment it is wearing or carrying is absorbed or borne. Wait. Any equipment it is wearing or carrying is absorbed or borne by the new form. Born by the new form? Let me see.
BORNE, that means carry. Or you wear worn, rather.
Am I a pimp dragon right now?
Got a fistful of rings?
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about using the items. I guess it'll be wearing it'll be wearing the rings.
Okay, so it doesn't say specifically whether you get to use them or not?
Yeah, but it says any equipment it's wearing is carried. Any equipment it is wearing or carrying is absorbed or borne by the new form. And apparently, born means like it could just like be wearing it. And so I'll be wearing the rings.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah. So, Pimp Daddy Dragon. Let's go.
Heck yeah, let's go. Do. I got my cat in my face, that's how it goes.
Cat's so fluffy. Jake, have you seen his cat?
No,
Don't spill the water, bro. Okay.
It's a gorgeous cat. It's great. It's wonderful.
It's pretty great. It's technically my girlfriend's, and I love it too, though, very much. Him, I guess I shouldn't call it, but
You know, that's neutral.
yeah, exactly. We'll just go with that. Okay.
So the wyverns, you know, we spend a little time nuzzling. They think that I'm their popper now.
Yep, you've completely charmed them with your nat 20 animal handling.
That is so fucking ridiculous. Nat 20 +1 +3.
I think I'm ready to go. If you guys want
the
to
magic of dance.
start heading out, but yeah, Dandros is gonna get on the back of one of the wyverns here with Zune, and then we're gonna put Willow and Castos on another one. Sound good?
Sure.
Cool. I think that's a good idea. We've got our boat parked out in the bay. It's gotten us here. We've executed our plan, and now
You know what?
we're gonna start flying there, right?
Because I like this setup because me and Jake are the only two people here, but the first dragon
Hey,
is both of the people who can shoot lightning.
new
and
follower.
the
What's up?
second
Thank you,
dragon is both
Lunar.
of the people who use bows. I just like it. It's just so interestingly symmetric. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice. Interestingly symmetric. Good way to say it.
Bow team, go!
Bow team, go. Well, you know what? Actually, we are at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'll come back. And yeah, like this one might be a little longer. Told you, get out of here. It's gonna be like 5 minutes ish. I've got to get water. Got to get. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hoot and stuff, and then we'll move out from the boat.
Like half hour.
Oh yeah, full half hour. Just kidding. No, it won't be that
Shout
long.
out to Own for following.
It's actually Lunar was here. Owned is the
yeah,
it's
the
like
bot.
yeah, it's the bot. One of my bots.
Shout out to Lunar is here. Yeah.
I don't know if you're watching on Twitch, but it has a pretty cool little graphic that comes with it. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go take a little break, and we're gonna get ready to move into this last little area or part of the campaign.
All right.
The final setting, I would say. Potentially.
Intentionally.
Okay,
And
BRB.
all the water drained away, and then he died. You know, Jake, I think I may do my. I think I'm gonna do my level up again.
Ooh, why?
I think I'm a multi-class
Ooh.
because I already got my 9th level ability, and the only thing I'd be missing out on is because I don't get any more spell slots. I don't get any more proficiency bonuses. I'll get another ability score improvement at level 19, but I don't know if we're going to level up anymore. Because he's going to do a long rest, and if we're getting to the final, it may be better to get a bunch of other cantrips and whatnot from like sorcerer or paladin.
Possibly.
What would happen if I did paladin? Or I
Well,
could just leave it.
in for a paddling, that's what.
So let's see. Add another class. So I can get. If I did fighter, I'd literally get second win at first level. So that's healing, but maybe not. Artificer? What would I get at level 1? No. Hmm. Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. I think Sorcerer would actually just generally be better. So, Sorcerer Origin. Should it be Storm Sorcery?
Okay, y'all, I'm almost ready.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it, Jake. I'm gonna just say fuck it. Just say fuck it. And I'm gonna do it. Oh, Zanman.
Yo, yo, yo.
So, I'm gonna do a slight, minor, thingamajig.
Not allowed. Just kidding.
Retcon.
Yeah, retcon. That's the word I'm looking for.
I don't even know what it is, so go ahead.
Oh, it was like I was gonna redo my level up. That's all. I'm just gonna
Okay.
Take a level. I'm gonna take a level in storm sorcery. which I feel is a little apropos.
Wait, you're taking a level in sorcery,
I mean-
multi-classing?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd say draconic ancestry would be a little bit more apropos, but
I mean, but I'm a sea guy, not a dragon guy.
Yeah,
You're a
no,
dragon now.
that makes
I'm a
sense.
dragon
It's
guy
fine.
now. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. But okay, so yeah, I guess you are a dragon guy now. But so just to be clear, you took a level in sorcery.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're getting more sorcerer points. Is that the idea here?
I wouldn't get. I mean, I don't know if I'll even level up again. So they don't get sorcery points until level 2.
True, you might die. But anyways, but why'd you do it?
Huh?
So then why'd you do it?
Because there's not much to really be like. The only thing I got from level 8, besides a little bit more hit points, would be I got another invocation, and it's like I don't even I'm already maxed out on spells. I don't get enough. I didn't get any more. I don't get anything extra from that, and like I already got like even if I like at level 19, I would get an ability score increase, but it's like, what else would I even put up, or what other feat that I would take? I already have the feats that I want. Like I didn't know I was
Gotcha.
even going to be up. I didn't even know I was going to be up this high. So it's like, like I will get more spell slots, but they're level 1 spell slots. So
Yeah, exactly.
And-
Well, that's cool though. You
and
get
some-
access to sorcery spells now too.
yeah, fucking 4 cantrips.
Blow.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a cool looking warlock though, throwing like I don't know, you could throw like ray of frost, firebolt, eldritch blast, like all the types of different damage from the cantrips.
Yep, just a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of everything.
You'll always have the right damage at some point, You'll find something that they're not immune to or something.
Yep, psychic damage, lightning damage, fire damage, cold damage, force damage. You're weak against something, damn it.
Yeah, they're gonna feel something is right.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you a cheat sheet right now and tell you that force damage is what they're going to be weak to. It doesn't matter what they are.
Oh wait, nobody. There's a couple of things that
There
resist
is
force.
one creature in the game that
Oh.
has resistance or immunity to force damage.
Well, damn.
That is why Eldritch Blast is the best cantrip in the game, is because it deals force damage. It's just basically unresistible.
Simply unresistible.
And you get multiple attack hits.
Yeah, that's arguably better than more damage on one.
Yeah, especially if you're building a character that has things that hit on proc of hit. It's like, oh well, I need more attempts to make that happen in each turn.
Or you just have, you're a warlock with agonizing blast. There you go. Apply your charisma modifier to damage multiple times.
Yep. Yeah, I was building a warlock and I was like, man, a lot of these eldritch invocations you don't even really need later on. Like they're not really combat healthy. Like there's just like a few of them that like really boost up your stuff though.
Oh, this literally does make me into a fucking Bijou, or Hubie or Jin Cherokee, whichever the one is. Ooh, ice knife.
A dragon magi. All right. So yeah, we were at the point now where we're leaving our lovely ship, the Whisperwind, behind in the inlet of the bay, and we're all traveling on Beastback or Dragon. I guess it's all Dragonback technically. Wyverns are like technically dragons. They're a type of dragon. So anyways, yeah, we're all on Dragonback. And after the hour goes, or it's not quite the hour, but first things I need for everyone is to make a perception check. And I won't do Zune. I'll probably just do Castos and Dandros. And you can run the familiar there, Sonozi.
Okay. Let me see. Where is her stuff?
Oh, I gotta pull up my sheets again too. I went through a lot of deleting and stuff apparently. Had too many open at one point.
I don't think she'd be proficient in it, so we'll just roll her. Okay, she's got a fucking nat one.
Legit. The robot, not so good.
14, not the worst thing in the world.
I'll just roll Dandros. I'm too lazy. Screw Castos. Dandros doesn't notice this stuff. 14's not bad. 13, nope. Okay. Sonozi, yeah. Oh, and it was the nat one for the thing. Okay. Really only Zoo notices it, and we're flying in the back right now as we're kind of in a line formation up in the air. And of course we're gonna be heading this way, which is technically north, but I've reoriented this area so it's long, not tall.
So I'm invisible, so Jake technically kind of looks like he's just like flying on the fucking Nimbus.
That is true. Literally just like willing himself to fly. Although, Jake, are you still mounted on Sonozi because you have your own boots? I don't know how long they last.
They only have 4 hours every 2 days, so
okay.
So fly on Dragonback.
All right. Yeah, we're all on Dragonback. Go ahead.
I was about to say, and he can use them. He can use them clutch, like if he gets knocked off.
True. Yeah, you got to save it to clutch out, kind of thing. Anyways, and the coast is just up north here. Like you can see it just a little bit ways away. It's probably only 300 to 300. Because let's see. Yeah, just over 200 to 300 feet off the coastline. You guys are flying over the water here, and at that point. It's still overcast. The day has gone on a little bit longer. So now it's like, I'm just trying to remember what we've all done today. We parked the boat. We traveled a bit. It's been about 3-4. So yeah, it's getting to like later in the afternoon now. Almost close to like supper time basically. And we are approaching the Draconic area. Again, it's overcast, raining, and we don't all see anything happening, but for some reason Zune, in the back of everyone with his really good eyes, yells out to everyone. He says, "There seems to be some sort of celestials! They're coming after us! Up ahead! Just dropping in from the clouds!" And at that point, because he's now brought your attention to it, you always see 5 sort of winged humanoids in the air, dropping down from the clouds. They all are wearing this sort of black attire, and they have horns on their heads, and they have these big white wings, and you can see them. Oh, just the one now, apparently. That's what they look like. I'll bring the rest of them out.
I was about to say, I see nothing. Do I need to refresh?
No, they're over way on the far right-hand side. Way.
Okay.
They're a long ways away still. Anyways, they have dropped down.
Those aren't mine.
You don't know. Well, okay, at this point, also, now that everybody's seen it, I was gonna get everybody to do also a religion check, except you, Jake, because you're gonna know this.
Okay. Religion.
Yeah, okay, Sonozi, this is good enough. Sonozi, you can just say that you know that these are not the devas that were sent out. These are completely different beings. This is not Cassiopeia and her friends. All of these beings, they look very much more demonic. They have, like I said, they have these horns, they have these big wings, and they're all wearing black clothing as they swoop down from this, and they're very wet as they fly, but they swoop down from the cloud cover.
They're very wet.
Well, it's raining. Yeah, I just
Wow,
remembered that.
it
I'm
might
like,
be
oh
raining.
yeah, they're very wet. But yeah, you all clock that. Well, especially you, Sonozi and Jake. You clock that these look like they're either fiends or demons of some sort, and they definitely are not the divas that you sent out, Cassiopeia and her friends.
All right.
Dandros will yell, "What the hell are they?"
Just some well-wishers. Don't worry about them too much.
I'll through Willow. I'll say they seem. It looks more like they are demons or devils or something. I don't think they're friendly.
And at that point, let's see how close you guys are. You can hear anybody who speaks Infernal can hear them yelling at each other, and they say, "Those are the ones! Those are the ones that summoned the Celestials! Let's get them!" And at that point, we're all going to roll initiative. I don't know if anybody does speak Infernal specifically. That's a weird one.
I speak Abyssal.
Oh,
I
it's
guess
so
that doesn't-
close. You know, then you would know that they're speaking Infernal because they're so close, the two languages, that I think they're... Or is it Deep Speech, now that I think about it?
No, deep speech is very, very deep speech is close to undercommon.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was like, no, these two are
Deep
tied.
speech is spoken by beholders and mind flayers.
Yes,
and
yes.
Other aberrations.
I think the Krakens even speak Deep Speech, but yeah. It's like weird, like, yeah, aberrations is the word. Monstrosity type things.
Don't fail me now. That's not the shittiest. That's not the
How
shittiest.
many I got?
I've had.
Four. Just gonna check the turn order. Oh, I rolled one of them twice. Damn it. Okay, revert the 9. Oh god, okay, to a 20. No, wait.
I see 5 enemies.
Let's see, the 21 isn't there.
There, that's the one. Yeah, I'm like looking through
I
it.
don't know which one rolled the something other than it's either 20 or
Yep.
21.
I'm
Or
just
20 or
gonna-
9 is a 21.
Just going through it and highlighting each one. Okay, so it's the one in the very bottom that has the 21. I'm going to re-roll it and then get that in there. And then I think my dog actually has to go for a quick walk. Maybe we'll see. I'm just going to go peek over the edge of my little railing here and see if he's asleep or not. I think I hear him. It would be a good time for us to take a little break too before the battle ensues with the Aaron Eyes. And now I have to change the 13 to the 21. Oh shit, and I gotta roll all of us today because we're missing the boys. Alright, I'll roll ahead with this, with Dandros, and then with the rest of the boys here. With Casthos and Zune as well. Keep getting tripped out. I'm not sure if my dog is actually making any sounds. Oh, that's not good. 4 on initiative. Come on. Who's next? I got all those guys. Let's get the sheets ready. Also, what's up, Twitchers? How you guys doing out there? Much love for everyone tuning in today. We are getting ready to do this battle. We might take a little break here and get ready to do some chilling, but I gotta just see if my dog's tripping out, essentially. I don't think he is. I can't hear him anymore, so I don't know. Let's go, Zune. Get that initiative going. Alright, I think that should be it. Now, for the purposes of this, I'm going to have the Golem and Dandros be the pilots, and they are going to follow the rules of mounted combat with the action of commanding the wyverns where they need to go, and then Casthos and Zune will be the ones who actually take the actions of shooting and stuff. And let's see, I think I've got everybody. Zune, Casthos, Dandros. Yeah, they all look good. The 5 dudes. Sonozi. I actually just don't even see Jake. Oh, no, there it is. I see Jake. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go just peek to see if my dog's gruffing or not. I thought I heard him, but I don't. I'll check right now.
So, do I hit him with paralyzing breath, or?
Well, they're clearly aggressive.
Right, but it's like, is that good or bad? Because if they do decide to if they do fail and become
All right, yo.
paralyzed, do they just fall out of the fucking sky? And like, I don't.
I'll let you discuss battle plans quick. I gotta go walk the dog for like 2 minutes. We just go for a quick one, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, Twitchers, hold tight. We'll listen to Sonozi's battle plans and all that.
Well, I mean, that depends on whether they have physical or magical flight as to whether they just fall out of the sky. Either way, if they do fall out of the sky and they hit the water, and we're several hundred feet up, that water may as well be concrete, thanks to the surface tension. Probably deal a bunch of damage.
Do you know if they're resistant? Well, I mean, like, he looks like. Well, they said it seems like they're celestials or of some sort. Do you know if they have like magical resistance or?
I mean, I do, but I'm not going to advise you on that because I'm not going to medicate the fight.
If I know what they are, I'm gonna yell out to them like, "Don't do whatever."
No, Jake would not have. I mean, I'd be able to recognize them, but I wouldn't know how to fight them. I can just recognize them.
Ah, right. I may have a way to deal with them. Well, not all of them, of course, but
I technically have a way to deal with all of them. They just need to be within 30 feet of me.
well, they'll have to get over there. I think with the distance, fuck, we're a long ass distance away. Yeah.
I know, I'm counting on them like dashing forwards. Because all but the 9 and 15. Well, that's fine. Even if I only affect 3 of them, that's still pretty good.
I mean, you get to move before I do, so yeah.
That's what the winged boots are for.
I'm not terribly far. I'm not terribly behind. I think I'm literally right after you, though. And me and Casto's on the same initiative.
Yeah, it depends on who wins the initiative tie between the two of you. Let's see. He has a +6. That's right, he has plus.
He has a +6 to initiative?
Apparently. It's giving him his int modifier as well as his other thing, and I'm not sure why, considering he's an evocation wizard.
Yeah, I don't know what he's been doing with that class.
I honestly have no idea. Like, I feel like he's multi-classing like 3 things, but every single time we look at, I see him casting spells, he only has evocation levels.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of just lost. I'm kind of just
lost. There was one point where I swear he was using abilities from Abjuration and Blade Singer, I think. It's like, I don't know. Then again, I didn't know what was going on from the start. I don't know why Zoom had 20 decks from the start. I was told to do a point buy, and the highest I can get with that is +3, 17 to a stat. It's like, he's the same level. It was level 3 as well, right? So I had 17 in my set. It's like, oh, he has, he's got 20. Well, all right.
He hasn't said nothing about it. I mean, what can I say? I may pull out the I may have to pull out the glizzy on him. Hit him with hex and then magic missile. Bam, 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 bam.
Again, that one depends on the DM's ruling. It is. I have seen it ruled both ways. Most people on like Reddit and Ask DM and whatever the hell those stupid sites are say that since it's only one spell, it only applies once. But Scorching Ray applies multiple times. So.
Right, and one cast of Eldritch Blast counts multiple times.
Yes, exactly.
Let
But
me see.
it doesn't require an attack roll. Yes, but it says in the spell that they are separate attacks.
Let me see, and it says to the target whenever you hit with an attack.
Yes, with an
And-
attack, not as something requiring an attack roll.
Exactly.
It is
And-
subjective.
Rules as written versus rules as intended. You know, like I said.
Yes, and again, there's many cases of that. My favorite one, I can't remember if I've mentioned in this game before, of the rules of full cover being you are as long as you are not as long as you are behind total cover, then you and all of your equipment can't be seen. But
Mhm.
if you have like a giant shield, that would count as full cover. I mean, we were talking like holding up a door in front of you. I'd say if you're behind the door, you're behind full cover. Well, then is
Mhm.
the door invisible as well? Because it's your equipment. Officially, by the rules, as soon as you put that door in front of your face, the door and you are both invisible.
That's ridiculous. Now, in that case, what I would do is, well, depending on the situation, because you shouldn't have somebody have like a tower shield at like level 2, you know.
I mean, if
Okay,
it's
I'm back,
strength
Twitchers,
roll
I'm back.
to invest the money, sure.
I mean, yeah, but then you would have to bring out special stuff like people who could use like heat metal,
Okay, I'm back here.
or you know, people that uses like arrows that can, you know, possibly go around cover and stuff like that.
Or blind the character as long as he's behind it.
That too,
Like,
as
yeah,
well as like
you can't poke out your head.
AoE stuff as well, you know. It's like, I'm behind my shield. Yeah, fireball though.
Give them disadvantage and gust of wind because it's such a large area.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting all the sheets together. Got them all, I think. So you'll run the familiar, right, Sonozi?
Yeah, I got it.
Dope. Okay, I think we're ready to go then. So we will start with Zune, and God, I'll try and remember all of his modifiers. As he starts ahead with sneak attack, because he gets advantage from assassinate, and he doesn't score the critical because they're not surprised. And then he will take 3 attacks. The second one will get his Dread Ambusher. However, I'm just going to check out if he gets his Hunter's Mark. What is the area on Hunter's Mark?
60 feet.
Alright, I
Yes.
thought it was 120, so he probably can't cast it. As they are about, what, 200 right now? Oh yeah, 250.
205 from me.
Yeah, they're like
Further
250. Alright, so he's just going to go ahead and shoot, and he won't have those modifiers then for his each roll on his attacks for his Hunter's Mark because he can't get it out. Yeah, and then just wondering about if he can Cunning Action it though. Probably not. Nope. He could maybe actually hide behind Dandros. I'm in front of him, right? Ooh, he could bonus action hide. He'll do that at the end of his turn. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack the one who is most close, but on the south side. So I'll ping it. If I wasn't on measure, I would ping it. There we go. Just gonna zoom in a bit here. Okay. Let's go. Sharpshoot. Fighting style, archery, yes, all that's fine. We don't have Hunter's Mark, so turn that off. And Dread Ambusher will be next turn. Okay. But we do get sneak attack. Okay, I think I've got it all. We'll see when the rolls come out, but this is the first one as he uses his short bow. All right, that will definitely hit. And let's see the damage. Sneak attack and just sharpshoot. Good. And the magic, yeah, and the dex, perfect. All right, that's the first attack. His second attack will come with his Dread Ambusher and not sneak attack. And that will hit as well. And then his third and final attack from his extra attack in Ranger will be without the Dread Ambusher extra dice. And he is still sharpshooting. Actually, I'm just gonna check. Can you just keep sharpshooting? You can use it that many times.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just before you make an attack roll, you get to declare.
Yeah. He's gonna keep doing it. I don't even know why I asked. It's been that way the whole campaign. Anyways, it's just because I've got too many characters to play. All right. So all of these are gonna attack and hit, but the last one is only with sharpshooting piercing. So 20 plus another 27, 47, and then another 37 is 84.
Checks out.
Just get fucking.
Brap, brap. That's what he does. He's like a machine gun, just Gatling gun. Choo, choo, choo. All in one turn. 3 sharpshooter sniper. He's got the feet and everything. And let me just check these, because I'm not used to this sheet. Because I just pulled it up and made it up out of nowhere. I was actually going to do a water battle, but then I was like, well, no, wait. The wyverns, everything. No, it's much better this way. I'm just checking on any sort of damage resistances. Oh, it's a magic bow. It's all good. Should be just fine. Yeah, we're good to go. Cool. They do have some resistances, but it's not to anything of this. So, this will all land true. And I said it was 84, right?
I don't know which one. Yeah.
On the bottom one. Not the very bottom, but the forthcoming one. The very front one.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 in the front and then 1 on the bottom. Yeah, bottom front. Yeah. I guess.
I was still on measuring. I was trying to ping it.
Just trying to do math in my mind quick. Bloop, bloop, 70. Okay. That was hard, but it's also very nice, very nice. The Twitchers will get it. I don't think you guys actually see the healths of these creatures. So anyways.
Isn't it 69 health?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it is, bro. I guess it's pretty obvious. We all know memes. It wasn't very hidden well. Anyways, then he bonus action hides behind me to gain himself what will be a sneak attack on the next turn. Yeah. And we'll go to the air and eyes now as they just fly forward. And actually, I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's probably not right.
I mean, it's however you want to pronounce it. It doesn't really matter.
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they've got to travel 120 each. That's the wrong one. I better do this right. Each one of them flying as fast as they can towards you all.
It seems like they're upset about the Devas being here, but it's like, but why?
Who knows? It's another mystery, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, and that will take us to Jake's turn. And yeah, we will move each of these tokens on their related turns. So, Sonozi, you're the pilot of your own vehicle. You move on your turn with Jake on your back, unless he wants to bop off and fly away. And then we will move on. I guess. I was gonna get you to roll Willow into the initiative, maybe.
I
guess technically she's on your turn. So okay, so then the first wyvern and you can move. They'll move on your turn, and then I'll control the last wyvern with Dandros on my turn.
But I can already tell you what she'll do. She's basically gonna provide cover for Castos because she doesn't have a long range weapon, and if something comes within 30 feet, she'll try to lightning bolt it.
Got it. All right, that probably will happen. We'll see. But yeah, at least you'll have the movement of the wyvern to move on her turn then. And again, that will be 80 fly feet. There we go. 80 fly feet. All right, this is Jake's turn. Here we go. Some Sanctuary, some Emboldening Bond.
Use Emboldening Bond on everybody. I'll use Sanctuary on myself. So we got that. And Emboldening Bond is on up to 6 creatures. So let's see.
Oh, I was just assuming the party, but you can put them on the wyvern if you want.
Yeah, so we can indeed do the whole party. I was just making sure, so we couldn't last time. All right, yes, all members of the party save the wyverns.
These. We are all bonded once again. You can feel that familiar course of bond between us all, as we are all aware now that we've been bonded.
And I will go ahead and use my winged boots to fly 30 feet forward. Will not stay with Snozy.
Ooh, cool. Flying off to do his own thing.
Can I change the direction of my token? How do I do that?
Sorry, that's a me thing. You just have to ask. Apparently, you can't do it. I tried to help my other campaign with it, and we, struggled for a bit.
Nope. You can't resize your own token. You can't flip it around or anything like that.
Okay.
Speaking of which, let's front face everybody there. The wyverns are facing the right way. Let's change Jake, I think. I can't see his face because of the status effect on him. But the Arenize are... Arenize? What do you guys... Have you ever encountered this? Arenize? Arenize? I don't know.
Arenize is how I've said it.
Arenize, that's much better, thank you. It doesn't even say eyes at the end. I don't know where I'm getting that from. Regardless, good turn. You're floating out there, hanging around the Christmas tree. You put Sanctuary on yourself. Nicely done. I will move the next token, the next Arenize. And then I guess I got to do cast those two. Cast those. What are you going to do? You're going to shoot something real cool. I'm just going to bust his spells down, top, bottom. All right. Yeah, we're going to do this one. So, Castos now has 9th level spells.
Oh, dear God.
Might as well use one. Now, oh wait, I wonder if it has to hit the ground. One sec. If it can impact creatures or if it actually has to hit the ground. Ah, it's to the ground. Fuck me.
I mean, he could target them. They would just fall. They come from the sky. So he could use it because they would still make contact with them.
Yeah, they plummet to the ground, but it doesn't mean that the 40-foot radius sphere he chooses has to be centered on the ground.
Sure, let's go with that. All right. And, yeah, and we'll roll some dexterity saves. So essentially, they're all going to get hit by it. So I'm just going to roll 5 of them.
He's just like, fuck that. Take this righteous retribution.
Yeah, this is like Castos finally being like, I am a god, essentially, and bringing down all of his might and fury. Looks like we have some saves.
Just like, I've been waiting.
All right.
I personally prefer Prismatic Wall as a 9th level wizard spell, but Meteor Swarm is very, very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like using it against PCs in big boss battles, but anyways, not that I'm going to use it against you, right? So how many of these save? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, just 2, 3, 3. All right. And we have a total of fire 78, 75. That's 153. And I will go ahead and do all the math work quickly in the background. I believe that's going to end his turn.
That's 40 d6.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's one of the craziest spells.
He could actually. Actually, wait. This is ninth level spell. No. Have him overchannel it.
Oh shit, that's right. He's on a different plane, baby, with his evocation.
Wizard. He can overchannel it.
Exactly. Yeah, he would too, because this is literally him just seeing this, and he's like, I want to just melt it as powerfully as possible.
So it's 240 damage, 2 sets of 120.
Perfect, and he can only overchannel once until he starts taking damage.
But this one's free.
But this one is free. I do remember that now that he's high level.
I have this idea, like I'm sure you're all familiar with Dragon Ball Z, and so Castos is like, I need to overchannel again. Willow, punch me. Willow's like, I cannot do that. You are a friend. You are not an enemy. It's just like, God damn it, Willow, punch me. like, do it, Willow, punch him.
Got to get the rage, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Like when Vegeta got Krillin to blow a hole in his chest so he could be healed. Oh man.
Yeah, he takes like a big punch to the guts as he's like pushing out all of his magic energy. It looks like actually this will just kill all of them, no matter what, doing the damage. And Aranai's hit points is only 153. He rolled 153, but then you double it, and so it doesn't matter. It's half on damage. So actually, I didn't know he was that powerful anymore, but now.
Wait. So like even with the people who passed their saves, they still took enough damage to die?
Oh wait, let me check resistances. Hold up, they've probably got resistances. Let me check before I kill them all. Oh shit!
If they take half damage, then they take 120, right? It's 240.
I see. Wait, but isn't
it? Might have immunity to fire damage.
Yeah, here we go. That's what I was gonna get into. They have immunity to fire damage, so and then they would still take the full amount of bludgeoning because it's magical bludgeoning.
Hold on, I'm slightly confused at this spell. So it says blazing orbs of fire plummet into the ground at 4 different points you can see within range. So does that mean there's 4 orbs?
Yeah, there's 4 40-foot radiuses. However, they do not apply over each other. So you only get hit by once. Yeah, it's near the bottom.
So basically, okay, I was about to say it's like, so is it like 5d6 per one, or is it like 20d6 per one? I was confused as to how is this adding up?
It is 40d6 for each orb, but you can only be affected by each orb once.
Oh, okay.
Actually, and let's go ahead and see. Oh wait, the range is 1 mile. Is it really? Wow.
Oh yeah.
What an OP spell. I've only ever used it inside of a layer where I just knew it would work, so I didn't really think about it. Okay, so they're definitely all in range.
This man's fucking Madara.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add all this damage. So they're not dead. They're immune to the fire damage, which is something that I didn't realize. But that's what happens when you start doing this kind of stuff on the fly, which is great. I like it.
You said that they're demons or whatever, so that makes sense.
Yeah, they're essentially the opposites of celestial beings.
Celestials.
They're fiends.
But damn, they definitely got smacked. They got
smacked.
They got clapped up. Castle said, "Fuck it, meteors."
Yeah, he was like, "Guys, check out what I can do."
And we're like, "What are you talking about?" Oh God!
As you see explosions essentially happening in the sky as they connect with these Aranais, and there's a literal explosion from the meteors as well. The fire wrapping around them doesn't seem to hurt them, but the just pure like shrapnel and pieces of rock and stuff ripping through their gentle wings and through their medium-sized bodies. Seems to be doing quite a bit of damage. Okay, I've got the 3 saves now to do the 2 fails because he overchanneled it. It's 150 if... Yeah, that's right.
Did the guy that Zune nuked, does he live?
No, he doesn't, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, it's the bottom guy.
Yep, and then the other guy right here is looking very, very, very beat up. The other front guy, he looks like he took like the brunt of one of these meteors, and there's literally like holes in his wings. He's black. Outfit is in tatters. No, his black outfit is in tatters. And well, he could be like covered in soot too from like the explosion of fire. So maybe he's got a bit of ash on him, but his wings are definitely like a bit singed. And even though he didn't really take damage from the fire, you can tell the impact of just all this crazy bludgeoning damage that Castos has rained down from the skies like a god essentially. Has done a lot of damage to these flying creatures. And yeah, especially the one in the front who looks beat up the most. All right, good turn, Castos. Let's get on to the next one. Sonozi, it's your turn. All right, and this turn you will move the Wyvern as well as your own token.
And I can't. I don't have. Well.
Oh, I'll move the Wyvern.
Yeah. I was about to say.
You can move the Golem where you want, and I'll
you can move the. What's the Wyvern's fly speed?
80.
80? Fuck. Okay. Let's move him. Like right here. Yeah. And I don't. So okay, so like you made me roll a religion check. What did I understand or know about these creatures?
That they were fiends or demons, and that they definitely weren't the devas or friends of your devas or celestials, like Cassiopeia or her friends. That they were definitely, like I said, fiends and demons, and that they probably have some sort of evil intents behind them. Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Also, what's up, Twitchers? How you been out there, Twitchers? I hope you're having a great day.
No, because that would go into typing. Okay. I think this is a. Can I get it? So. I'm trying to.
What are you whipping
I
up?
don't see. With us being in the air, I don't want it to. I don't want things to like get weird where we're trying to gauge like how far something down is. So I think I'll just do this, and I'll just keep it simple.
Yeah, let's not get too deep into the Z-axis today.
Yeah. So I'll come here, and so when I make this attack, will they like have to make it a disadvantage? Make the save at disadvantage because they don't know it's coming, or?
I might be able to give you a surprise. Hold up. Wait, no, I wouldn't. Not like that. Oh God, I'm not sure. This is an interesting question because from your invisibility there should be something about attacking with advantage, but I don't know if it says that creatures that are attacked by an AoE spell while you're invisible do. Jake, do you know?
I mean, there's no official ruling on it, but you can always say that, okay, they are not expecting it, so they have disadvantage on the save, the same way you'd be surprised by something.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
But then again,
And
I mean, you don't have disadvantage on like spikes coming out of a wall when you trigger a trap, right? That's what the save is for. It's for how fast you react to something like that.
True. I do want to give them disadvantage. I think it makes a lot of sense. And so I'm just going through a bunch of different conditions right now and looking at different things.
It is all DM's discretion.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm at invisible right now.
because they're like, it's them over there, get them, but they don't see a fucking dragon. they just kind of see Jake like floating in air,
Yeah, exactly.
and then they get hit with, and then like fucking meteors came out of nowhere. I'm not
So
actually
far-
gonna take an extra turn, huh?
So far, I think I would put them at disadvantage. Just not full surprise, which would be an auto like crit success, I guess, or whatever. I wouldn't do it that way. I'm just gonna put them at disadvantage. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that works for me. Actually, I wouldn't even do surprise.
Ooh, do I want to?
They're in the middle of battle. They're not surprised. They've taken turns. You know what I mean? So. I know in the rules it doesn't technically say you should do this. I'm being cheesy for them.
Sorry, about here. So let me get my space in.
Being a little nice on them.
So I will move myself over to here. And let me see, what do I got for these?
And right now, Sonozi is actually true polymorphed into a silver dragon. And he's got a bunch of cool stuff that he can do right now as a silver dragon. And he's like 15 feet tall.
Everything at the same time.
No problem. I'm chilling, man. I'm gonna go pack a bowl.
I gotta measure everything out and all.
Yeah, exactly. And then then you can tell me what saves I need to do and all that. It's good. I have no like urgency about player turns usually.
So I will go ahead and hex this guy.
To a certain limit, anyways. Which one?
I'll go ahead and damn it, you come here. Be hex on that guy, and then I'll come up to here to try to keep them imposed between them, and then I'm going to cast synaptic static in that area because it has a range of 120 feet.
All right. This is like the intellect one, right?
Yeah. So if I put it here, that should be able to get all of them because it is a 20-foot radius. So yeah, if I put it in the middle, yeah, they're all within 20 feet of that. And so here we go. Synaptic static.
Are you at 19? Oh, you are at 19. I don't even have to ask. All right, yeah, and it isn't all right, I know these things. Don't even have to ask these days. One saves, and just gonna tap it out. It's like they can't do. They've got disadvantage on a bunch of stuff. Oh no, it's psychic damage. Never mind. Does it also apply effect?
Well, yeah, it has some stuff, but like do they have disadvantage on the save or?
Ooh, okay. So did you cast Hex first, like you said?
No, that's gonna be after. Because
Okay.
it's a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, it's a bonus action, so you can take it whenever you want on your turn. So I guess they do have it in as you're invisible. They will. Then they all fail.
No, I won't because that hex is 90 feet and even the closest one is 100.
Oh,
so I
okay.
won't do that.
Okay, got you. Yeah, you are a little bit far now. Cool. So yeah, they do fail though. All three of them. So I'll go do the damage. The first one is dead. That guy right there, because he didn't have very much after getting blown apart by Castos' meteor swarm. The explosions had ripped him apart. These two guys are going to take 30 psychic unless they're immune or something, which I really highly doubt.
I think there's only like 2 creatures that's immune to or resistance to
Yeah,
psychic
weren't we just
damage? 'Cause
saying that? No, that was 4s.
No, I think they're new creatures or something because psychic hasn't really been that big of a damage type in D&D into like Tasha's or something.
Hey,
I'm not
Lunar, high
mistaken.
PV.
Psychic's fairly major.
More bots.
Fairly major. Okay.
Tasha's and Xanathar's added more psychic spells, but I mean, you had stuff like Programmed Delusion, no, not Programmed Delusion, Phantasmal Killer, and
Right.
Phantasmal Force.
All right.
I mean, it's not major, but the thing is, quite a few creatures have resistance to psychic.
I'm trying to see what am I going to do with my bonus action.
Now, what status effects does it apply? Does it apply any?
Oh yes.
That's what I thought. I'm like, there's a bunch of status effects.
So let me see. Synaptic static. So they have muddled thoughts for a minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all of its attack rolls and ability checks, constitution saving throws to maintain concentration, but they do get to make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of their turns.
Got you. And you're concentrating on that now, or is that what's...
No, that's just what the spell does.
Oh, it's just like a psychic bomb.
If they have a concentration spell,
nah, they don't got that.
Yeah, so it's a minus d6 from attack rolls, ability checks, and constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. But I gotta live through it.
I mean, they had their chance.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll say, Jake. Say out to him, Jake. I'm not sure what you're going to do to them, but I want their bodies.
We'll see.
Yeah, Dandros is a little creeped out by that for sure. He won't say anything, but on the inside, he's kind of like, ugh, what does he want to do with their bodies? But I guess I've seen a lot of morbid shit this whole campaign, so maybe I'm not so squeamish. Maybe I'm not so squeamish as I used to be, you know. Hey, it's Dandros. I forgot that he's even doing anything, so he gets to pilot people. All right, let's go, Zune. We're going 80 feet into these motherfuckers. Yeehaw! Alright, Zune's gonna clap him a couple times and then we're gonna get into some attacks. Doot. Oh, this time he can probably bonus action get one of these guys with his... Maybe not, actually. Nope. They're just a bit too far. Okay. Sharpshoots inbound. Oh, he crit on one. Oh, damn. Alright, well that's not too much extra damage. Cool, 26 and a total of 23 is a total of 49. And we'll drop it on the southernly most person again. Now, I've got a question. Is Dread Ambusher every turn, or is it just the one time?
Just the special attack you make on the first round.
Got it. Okay, cool. And I ruled earlier that actually he couldn't hide in his bonus action because I don't let people hide in plain sight. Like when they're looking at you and you jump behind, they know you're there. Essentially, is the idea behind that one. I think it's even written that way. But now we'll go 3 rounds of Aaronai's attacks, and I believe they're all just the 3 there. Yes, okay. Yeah, everybody else is dead, aren't they? This one's dead, actually. So it's only 2 of them. Alright. Just got to make sure that they fly the amount that they're normally allowed to. Alright, yeah, they have to go 60. Yeah, we're going after Dandros. We don't like him. He's a heretic. Alrighty. So, let's see. That's not it. It's these ones here. Just got to get the right ones. And we're not doing it two-handed. Yeah, we are. Okay, so then it's this one. So they've got 3 and they come at it this way. They have these two-handed swords, these big two-handed swords, and they're black. They're ebony like metal from the wherever plane of existence they're from. And you can tell that they're pulling them out and they're going to attack poor old Dandros as he is flying one of the wyverns. So each one makes 3 attacks. Let's see how Dandros does. 18, and he's got a huge AC nowadays. 1. Only 1. Well, there we go. 18 damage. Ah! Dandros lets out a cry as he gets smashed. Oh, actually, they have to minus a bunch of d6s to this, don't they? Because they are mind shattered right now. And with that, we probably won't actually hit him. I only need to roll 1 because he's already missed so many. There's only the one that hit. 2, still meets and beats. So, there you go. 1 attack lands. Jake, it is your turn as you see the Aaronais approach Dandros and swing a bunch, but his armor is just so thick. The plate, the shield, everything. And he withstands the fury of blows, but he does catch 1 slice just on the top side of his shoulder. And then it's your turn.
And they already look bloodied?
Yeah, so this one on the bottom looks a little bit more bloodied. The one above him looks less bloodied. And the one really far in the back here is the least bloodied of them all.
Well, I guess Sinozi did ask for their bodies, so I will not simply banish them. I will go ahead and center a Dawn around there so it doesn't get dangerous.
Sounds good. I will get that con save. Oh.
Pass. So both of them will take 14 points of radiant damage.
All right.
It's a minus D6 to their saves if they're affected by my thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, this is gonna start to add up, man.
It really does. One of my players had Synaptic Static my last campaign on these days. Alright, so that is fail.
That changes it, yeah. Ay caramba, yeah, that changes it to fail, and they will take the full one. So you actually go from not killing one of them in the bottom there to actually killing the one in the bottom there. Roasted. And the other guy's still up, but, you know, he's looking about as good as this guy did before you hit him with that. It wasn't Sunbeam. What was this one?
Dawn.
It just reminds me of Sunbeam because it's both sunlight. Anyways.
Nope, this one is essentially. I was going to say it is essentially a Sunbeam, but that is a spell. But it is the Radiant version of Moonbeam. It's just a 5th level spell instead. The 2nd.
Gotcha. All right, Castos' turn. I'm gonna do something that Castos actually. Or wait, Jake, are you done? Sorry.
Let's see.
You
I will move back, I think. Back a little bit. No, I'm done.
Okay. Cool. I guess I should measure before I say what I'm going to do here. I think that's going to be great. All right. Here we go. He is going to do the magic missile thing that you guys saw before. Because he did that, I think, last session where he just unloaded a ton of magic missiles. So let's just do the same thing. Why not? He's going to cast it at level 8, which means he gets 10 bolts. And we're just going to do it piece by piece as he shoots each bolt. First, I believe starting... Wait, before we get there, does he have the amount of room? Or yeah, okay, I thought it was 120. Good. So yeah, we'll start with attacking the one that's by Dandros. Machine gun Casthos. Alright, I think that's the 19 we're looking for. Let's see. Yep, okay.
Yep, that's 19.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't need to cast it at 8th level, but I did anyways. I'm not going to retcon it. As he looks to unleash the rest of them, but he seems it's just a bit too far. And you see, actually, he does unleash the rest of them. All 7 bolts. However, each one of them just lands like 30 feet away from this guy. Or just a little bit. I don't even think it's that far. 20 feet away from this guy. As you see, they're kind of all like just dissipating in front of him and around him in this sort of area here. And then we will go to the next turn, which will be Sonozi again in his silver dragon form, but you are no longer invisible.
All right, you are correct. Doop. And I'll take my movement. I did have the idea to possibly try to talk to him, but I'm saying fuck that. I'm going to hex him. Well, let me double check to see if we are in range. Yep, he is within 90 feet, so he's going to be hexed. And then we are going to Eldritch Blast him. So
Alakablam him.
Alacablams. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like Jesus.
Anything over... Go ahead.
The D6, D4, emboldening bond.
I don't know. Does emboldening bond give you it on attacks?
Yeah, it gives you on any check you make.
It's a D6,
D4.
D4. Okay.
There you go.
I mean, I doubt it's gonna help a 13. No.
No,
It's a
so
4.
2. You get 2 of them.
Okay.
The 25 and the 22 hit. You send your first few kind of over the creature. One of them looks like a really, like, you just send it almost right into the water. It's a terrible blast. And then you kind of focus in, and the next one, the 25, connects like really straight in the chest, and the other one hits him too.
I'm not completely used to dragon form yet. So here we go, and then it's gonna be 7, 13, and then I'll take the that first 5 from Hex, and then Hex. Where's my button for Hex? So 29 damage altogether.
Yep, that's what I counted too. All right, yeah, this one's starting to get a bit more bloodied. Like I said, this was the last one, so it was way less injured than everybody else. But now, yeah, you've got it looking a bit more bloodied. All right, and now, is that the end of your turn?
It is. That is movement, action, bonus action.
Good. Let us go ahead and attack you then. Yeah, you just attacked him, so why not? At this point,
That's okay.
It's not going to matter much, I don't think. Let's go ahead and sidle up to you with this double longsword, two-handed swing. Let's
Oh.
go. Come on, make some real attacks here. All right. Well, I think the 22 hits, right?
I'm deciding on whether or not I want it to hit. Um,
I don't think legendary save can stop a to hit thing.
shield.
Oh yeah, I guess you could cast spells
Yeah,
reaction
you know
wise.
what? Let's go perfect. I will shield it.
All right. So wait, you're using your spells from sorcerer now. So your first level spell shield. You just got this, right?
I also have it in the ring.
Oh yeah, you did store it from Casthos actually. All right.
Yep. So I will use one of the. You'll see when he attacks the ring glows and he's just hitting a invisible wall of force.
Now, just to remind me, isn't shield only a +2 to AC?
Plus
Shield
5.
is a +5.
It is. I was wondering. I was going back and forth in my mind. I was like, it must be +5. Okay, cool. So none of these attacks hit, as one of them seems to attack you in your silver dragon form, this warlock who has now become a dragon, and then everyone sees it kind of going down, but it's gonna hit you, and right as it happens, it's just like you said, the spell ring lights up, and there's a magical barrier between the two of you, and the Aranese looks very confused. However, that is.
Can I change that? Can I change that to a it looks like a turtle shell with tentacles, like a see-through turtle shell with tentacles on the side. I like that. I like the imagery.
Hell yeah, Zebuim's got your back with that one. The power is coming through you, and yeah, you are safe from attack.
Perfect. And yeah, that's my reaction.
Dope. Dandros is just gonna come bring Zune over here. I think I'm actually gonna bring Zune in for some fun. Let's see if he can swing and attack, not with his bow anymore, but actually with his rapier and dagger. Yeah, rapier and dagger.
Daggier.
Dagger. Wow, that was a new one.
I'm feeling a little daggier.
Just feeling real daggier. He doesn't specifically. Oh wait, he would get advantage. I think sneak attack. No, you get advantage if there's 5 feet of it. We're in 5 feet of it, so technically you'd get sneak attack on this when I roll the damage. So I'll just go ahead and roll it. Oh wow. And then I'll roll. I guess it looks like only one because he doesn't hit with the rapier, but he hits with the offhand.
Wait, 25 doesn't hit?
No, see, he's not oh, he does get advantage again. Never mind. Okay, yeah, no, they both hit. What am I talking about? The dagger though only hits for 1 piercing, non-magical. That it doesn't do anything. But the 23 and then the 6 is 26. So, or 26 is 29. So.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit surprised he doesn't have a magical rapier.
Man, he went full shooting. He was like, it was around, I don't know, level 6. He's like, I don't think I've seen him use those weapons ever since then. But I was like, you know what? Let's get Zune to bust him out right now because I know he has them. And he used to use them like really, really, really early on in the campaign. So I thought it'd be funny to like get Dandros to get really up close so that he could kind of, you know, just do the Zune thing where he gets really bloody and gory when he gets in for the kill. But this will not kill him. It will take him pretty down a bit more, but it won't kill him. And we'll leave it at that for then Jake's turn. Yeah.
Well, I will. Oh, he's in the middle of everybody. Moving the thing over is probably not a great idea then. None of my allies are bloodied, right?
No, we are quite all right.
Quite all right. In that case, I will go ahead and throw a sacred flame on him because I can.
Sacred Flame. That's a nice.
All right.
That's some nice damage.
Yeah, let's see how he does. We're high level now, man. Everything's big damage kind of thing.
Except for when you roll like fucking 4 1s.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, what the hell? This is 4 1s on like
That was-
D10s. You know, you're
that
like,
was-
what's going on?
That was me, yeah. Yeah, that time. I'm like, God damn it, Jesus. Okay, I guess.
Sorry, my character sheet. I for some reason exited it. Con, right? Or well, no, it's no.
It's Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, you're dodging the bolts kind of thing.
You will fail 29 points of radiant damage.
Oh, he's looking beat up after this one. Yeah, he's looking really bloodied now.
And I'll move the Dawn right in front of me so that if he does rush over here and attacks me, then he'll die anyway.
Perfect. Interposing the dawn between you and the Ernies. Castos. Well, we all know what he's going to do. He's just going to finish this guy off with magic missiles. That should probably be enough. Let's see. 4, 6, which is already 10, and then 15, 19, 24. Where are we at? Let's see how close we are. That should be it. Yeah, that's enough. All right. Castos ends it off, powering those magic missiles out. He's become very much a reliable machine gun for us. And that ends the Ernies battle. You see all of their bodies have plummeted to the water below. And you guys are still flying in the air above. And they're just kind of bobbing there buoyantly. And they are finito.
I want to fly down and scoop up their bodies.
All right, I think you could probably carry one of them, but after that, it's gonna get you need help.
As a huge creature.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know what size they are. So
Actually-
yeah, that does make it.
no, they're not that heavy. They're medium. Never mind. They wouldn't be that heavy.
And also, my strength is 27.
Yeah, and then it multiplies.
So-
I forgot it multiplies out too, so it's not like you can just carry one creature. Usually, it's like everybody can carry one kind of usually, but you're like anyways, you're way bigger, and you get a size multiplier.
You know what? We can make a little bit. I'll make it easier on myself. I'll borrow Zune's net, and I'll I'll like put as many as I can in the net, and
Cool. He's gonna jump on your back, and he's gonna kind of like watch you do it.
it's gonna okay. But basically, I want their bodies, and I'll carry them to shore.
All right.
Also, do they have any equipment on them, or?
Let me
I
check if I'm gonna.
Because I'm not even sure what their AC was, to be honest. I know 13 doesn't hit.
They were wearing plate armor. That made them the AC of 18, and they are carrying the magic longswords. That's it. So their plate armor and their longswords is all they have, and the longsword. I guess
Did
they
they
have this
shoot a-
longbow, but that won't really matter. Their longsword.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, didn't they shoot a bow?
Actually, none of them actually did shoot. They were trying to just close the gap to use their triple attack longsword type thing. Anyways.
Oh.
But yeah, they have these long swords, and they're basically those ebony long swords, two-handed long swords that I was talking about. They actually have some type of you wouldn't know this yet, but they have poison damage that's attributed to them as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Dandros would be able to would say that.
Yeah, Dandros says, "Be careful down there,
did they even get
Sinozi.
them?
Don't cut yourself on those long swords. They got some poison on them, or in them. I don't know."
Yeah, I'm a grab them and their weapons. Also,
All right.
there's rain and lightning. There's rain and lightning in my area, so if I, explode, then, I'll try to come back on my phone or something.
Oh, got you. IRL. I was like in your area around your dragon. What is this RP? Like, what is going on? No.
My bad.
I got
I'm
it.
Sorry. Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, no, that happens all the time, actually. It just happened, it's been happening more and more frequently. But yeah, I got you. No worries. Thanks for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
We've got all 5 of them wrapped up in the net that, yeah, and Castos helps you with one of the spider, his crazy like fey net. So you guys got a lot of nets, and anyways, you net up a bunch of the Aranese. You've got them Aranese. They're all together in these nets. What are you gonna do with them?
I need to get them to shore. We were going to shore, and I'll do it when we get there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys weren't that far from shore. I think I said 200 to 300 feet. So you drag them to shore, you put them down and let them out of the nets, and I assume everybody joins along as we take a little rest after our battle here on the beach. We're only about halfway away, or half an hour away from the actual Draconic base now, because we traveled a little bit closer before this encounter.
And I'll say, Dandros, you may want to pick up one of those swords. I'm not. What, does he have a magic sword? I don't think he has one.
I actually do. I finally did get one. So I now have a magic shield, which was the one thing I bought kind of on my own from the campaign. Then the magic sword, Jake helped me buy. I think it was back in Elendil.
Okay. I mean, I'm saying, like, does he want to trade it in, get a different one? If they have magic swords, I'd say take them.
I'll take a look here. Just OOC. I'll see if I want one. I'll probably just keep it with my regular stuff. I don't need to make myself any more OP.
And then I'll see if now. Let me see. This says melee weapon attack, sword, 3d10s. So that's a long sword. So she can we give one to Willow?
Oh yeah, we could give a sword to Willow actually.
Yeah. Now I think technically her weapons are magical anyway, but add some poison damage to it. Sure, fuck it. I'm not sure if I can add.
Yeah, because she has a two-handed sword that she already uses, right?
Right, but this one's going to be a magic sword within itself plus poison.
Yep. And I believe it says on the sheet, it'll just be like a regular magic sword, but we'll add the plus poison damage to it, which is 3d8. Yep.
Jesus! It's 3d8? He's trying to kill us.
Of course he's trying to kill us. What would the point of the combat encounter be otherwise?
Exactly. I have to keep trying to kill you.
These people came to kill us.
It's gonna be real hard to kill you guys. I've got some other ideas for later on, but anyways.
Okay, so well, well, I was like, I've been kind of itching to try this one, and so I'm gonna say, if this does what I think it does, you may not like this, Jake, and I will start casting a spell. And let me see.
Dandros kind of gives you a shifty eye.
Create Thrall? No, Dance Macabre. Okay.
And I guess since they're technically fresh and all, it says, medium up to, let me see, from 5 medium corpses. I would like for like black tentacles to like basically be animating them, and I guess they can be they'll be zombies because they're fresh.
Dope.
And so they just kind of stand up and yeah.
I think I have some tokens for this.
Zombies.
Huh? What'd you say, Jake?
It's not a big deal. You're just making some zombies. It's not like you're actually controlling demons.
Right. I mean, I didn't know how you would feel about that,
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then I'll have one come on there and pick you up and pet you.
Reminds me that I need to replay my Necromancer in a game that actually lasts more than 3 sessions.
Oh, I'm sorry, my guy.
These things happen.
Let me see. And Oh, okay. Oh, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh yeah, that's their sheet. I just have to get their sheet together so that I can make them real.
Make
To be
them
fair, the DM didn't end the game after 3 sessions. I left because we'd played 3 sessions over the course of 3 months in a weekly game.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow.
whoa.
And the DM only once gave us warning that he was going to miss the session. So at that point, I was
Wow.
like, "Yeah, I'm not going to continue making sure my afternoons are free for this game." Sorry, guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Yeah, that's wild.
And so yeah, they are under my control for an hour.
I might make them look like
I'm not sure
mummies. I can't find my zombie token. I don't know where it is.
I mean, you could just keep them. You could just keep their token there. I like that they're tokens. I mean, that's like I said,
True.
they're still fresh, so they functionally still look more like that than like a curdled zombie.
Hell yeah, yeah. You can just see that there's like these black tendrils and tentacles, and their eyes and veins have gone kind of black with this like, enchantment that you've placed upon them.
They've just got tentacles like waving like out of their orifices and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Coming out of their ears like ear hair or their nose, kind of.
Mm-hmm. It's like I present the skeleton guard, or the zombie guard, I should say, more so.
All right, 8 hit points, or 22 hit points, and an AC of 8.
And
but they do
oddly enough,
attack.
Oddly enough, they still have dark vision.
Yeah, and they attack with your spell modifier. We got to remember that.
Mm-hmm. I
made a zombie token real fast. You can use those if you want.
I already have an action built up for it.
Oh man, those eyes will haunt me tonight. I'll be thinking about that picture.
Because this is Thriller.
The zombie dance
That is Michael
attack.
Jackson out of Thriller, in case there's any confusion.
I almost want to feel like you should make them all dance and see how good they are at doing it just for the moment.
Well, it is a dance macabre.
True. I think that's another language, but for me it's good enough. Anyways, I see you've got the plus 11 on there. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And I did the damage.
I got damage too. That was the hit.
Yeah, I did. I clicked it out. Anyways, I see that you've done it as well. Good job. Way to build it.
Zombie dance. Like at the very least, some meat shields, some free damage, something that other like we have you and what army, and then the zombies show up.
Yeah, at this point we could probably get together and summon a pretty good army, honestly. Dandros can only help with 1, but I know that Castos can summon stuff. He could probably summon 1. He could animate a bunch of objects, actually. I think he took that. That's like 10 objects, I think, maybe, or something. Anyways.
Wonder what would happen if you used animate objects and then you used animate dead on the animated corpse that you used. Interesting.
Yes. And then you awaken it. Just kidding. No.
I mean, you want to chop up a dead body or chop off all the fingers and then animate all the fingers.
No, animate object on the corpse so that it gets the extra to hit and damage, and then animate dead it so that it lasts 8 hours instead of 1 minute.
Ooh, wow. Well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I only have
24 hours. That's right. Yeah.
I only have Dance Macabre.
Yeah, and then you would awaken it, and you would give it like another language, and all that stuff. Just kidding. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've got our zombie army now on the coastline. Dandros will definitely react to this. He's like, "Whoa, Sonozi, I didn't know you could do that kind of stuff. That's getting a little weird."
I'm learning. I'm learning some of my abilities at the same time that you are, Dandros.
Yeah, I guess I don't know everything about my Echo either, but this is kind of cool. And he kind of goes up and he starts kind of poking them a little bit, like, just like really interested.
I have one. I have one of them poking back.
Hey there.
Do they still? Can it? Oh, well, you said they didn't have bows. They only had swords. I'm guessing we're not using their swords. That's fine. Well, or can I command them to pick up the swords? I don't know how. I don't know what the all of the rules are.
Because they're zombies, they won't have the ability to, like, swing them properly. You don't get
So
the
they
powers.
But so do we take proficiency? I don't know how that. I don't. It's so many numbers.
No, you just hit slam. But instead of a +3 to attack, it would be a +11.
No, I got that, but it was like they followed my commands. So it's like if I tried to get them to attack with a sword, how would that work?
Oh, yeah, I guess
Like-
technically because they follow your commands, they would pick it up, and then they would use the sheet of the zombie to wield it, which means, yeah, they wouldn't have proficiency, and then, like, all of the modifiers for damage would be whatever is on the sheet of a zombie. Zombies are probably pretty strong, though. It might actually be a good idea. I don't know.
No, not. I mean, they have a +1 in strength, but that's it. I mean, it may be better to go in with like a D6 +5. A +11 to hit and a D6 +5. Basically, they're my possible sneak attack. Just one after the other. Whack, 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 whack.
The least sneaky sneak attack, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Anywho. Yeah, but we can. So I was like, so I looked to the group and say, do you want to camp out here for now, or do you want to press forward?
Well, I think we should take a little rest.
Portal while everybody's here.
What'd you say, Jake?
Do we want to confront this whole portal situation when everybody's actually here, or at least more people are
Yeah,
here?
I mean, we can totally do that. I'm ready to do that.
Yeah. I was thinking of saving that for sure for next session, especially with only half an hour to go. I was thinking, yeah, we could save that for next session.
I will, because I don't know if they're gonna do the VOD, so I will go back into human form.
Ooh, nice. And then they'll just have no idea that this whole session you were actually a dragon. And when they come back, even as real IRL people, they won't understand. That's great. That's a great little thing we can do for them. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to hold on to that secret all next weekend while I'm camping with them and stuff.
Isn't it that if it lasts an hour, it becomes permanent?
Oh, trust me, we this has been like a 2 or 3 week thing, my guy.
Oh yeah, he's picked the rules apart. So, do you want to explain it? I mean, it's a pretty cool little
It wasn't long.
You're using the dragon shape change. Oh no, I thought you were reverting to true polymorph. Okay, that makes sense then.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I polymorphed a while ago.
Jake's picking up what you're putting down already. Yeah. No, yeah, it's really cool. I like the idea. When you first told me about it, I was like, this is smart and fun. And then I forgot about it. What was it, last session? I think it was. Yeah, last session I forgot about it, and I was like, oh shit! Halfway through the session, I was like, oh yeah, your legendary saves and shit. I was like, oh yeah, all that other stuff, your resistances and all that.
Well, I don't have a bunch. I don't have a bunch of resistances. But the other stuff is just great. It's just great.
Yeah, just all the different attributes and stuff.
Activation time.
I'm bringing you back in. Whoa, and you're not that tall. All right. I'm gonna have to rebuild the token too for a sec. Just let me do that quick before you can move them around.
Man, do I have to make it proficient? I think I have to put proficiency on it.
Oh shit! Wait, never mind. I just do that. Okay, go ahead and check if you can just dump your stats in there and all that stuff, your AC and all your hit points, and move them around, and that you have all of your abilities with it. Anyways, so yeah,
You don't,
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say it's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Well, we'll have to worry about it eventually. Not today, but for next session.
Right. Like I'll put it on there if we get into another combat situation. But if we don't, then I'll just leave it until it's like a finality of which one I need to use, and then I'll put it all in.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dandros. So we just finished up on the beach here. We've got our little zombie army of Aranese, and we've got our wyverns here. And yeah, the question was, do we want to rest? And I think Dandros said he at least needs a short rest.
Well, if we're taking a short rest, I will go ahead and heal everybody for 32.
Awesome. That'll get everyone for sure. All right, and yeah, we're gonna take a short rest for an hour now. Is there any things that like features or stuff about your characters that happen on a short rest that you need to refill on?
I just used 3 channel divinities, so I get those back.
There you go.
I will let go of the concentration on these guys, so they'll just fall down as zombies. And when we're ready, I'll pick them back up and make a march.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Yeah, I don't know how much farther I want to go. I think maybe we have to kind of cut it off right now. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do one fun thing. Here we go. Sonozi, roll me a D100.
Uh-oh.
As you guys are chilling on the beach.
This is where we die.
Yep, we screw in the whole campaign.
23.
Okay. Oh,
Went from 32 to 23.
it's a nice one. I had you quaking in your boots for a second there. All right, a bard comes along and he's singing a song, and it's a very beautiful song. He doesn't really notice you guys until it's kind of too late as he's coming out of the jungle, and he's just singing along. It's an wood elf bard, and you can see that he's kind of very like nature driven or focused or oriented. He's got leather armor, a wood staff on his back, and he's playing this wooden lute. And yeah, as he strums his song along, he kind of sees you all there, and he kind of regards you with a nod as he's walking away, but he plays louder and sings to you for a little bit. And the song is in Elvish, and I'm not sure if anybody actually speaks Elvish, but anybody who would hear it and understand it. You do? Oh, perfect. Well, then you, Sonozi, Dandros is lost for sure, but you, Sonozi, you hear that this is a song about traveling amongst the woods and doing so with the favor of the gods. And yeah, he kind of sees you guys, and he kind of raises an eyebrow when he gets there, and he kind of gives you a nod as he's singing out towards you guys. You can go interact with him if you want.
And I'll say, hey, nice song, but what are you doing? This is a battlefield. What is going on here?
I live around here. I've lived in these jungles for many years.
Interesting. Do you know what's going on? And I'll gesture to like the general happenings. Like, do you know what the fuck this is about?
I don't know exactly what the Draconians are up to, but I have seen them doing very weird things around here, including cutting down trees and changing the way the water flows. That was the weirdest of them all.
Mm-hmm. And um I have a question. Somewhere possibly in this jungle, there may be an item that I'm looking for. Oh, is this the bard or is this the
Yeah, I'm
zombie?
gonna just put the bard in front there. That's the bard there.
Okay.
He looks a little
I mean,
imposing, but he's
I like
friendly.
I like the antlers. And I'll say, are you familiar with this item called the Rod of the Pact Keeper?
I'm gonna roll that one. He is an elf in the kind of jungly areas, but that area was supposed to be more in the desert if you guys were gonna go that way.
I mean, he may still know something.
He might still know. Ooh, he really does not. 3 is a big Zippo. He says, I've not heard of this item you seek.
Okay. I will ask him if he knows of the Kesis.
I'm gonna do a religion check on this. I'll give him a little extra on that because he might have heard something about it with being interacting around them. We'll add a +2 to it. Oh! I've heard the name Takesis many times, not only before, but after the Draconians arrived in my jungle. I know because the black dragons from Devil's Trinity would come to the jungles, and they would attack us. We knew for many years that it was the goddess Takesis who they followed, and it is in their evil nature to follow such an evil goddess. It does not surprise me that they have been seen helping the Draconians now and then, clearing the forests. But yes, I am very familiar with Takesis.
I'll say, great. Do you know of a way to permanently stop whatever they're doing? Because it feels like they're trying to summon her.
Yes, well, I believe the only way to summon Takesis is through the use of the jewels. However, I'm not sure if they have found another way through the use of another god, which also seems like it might be possible.
All right, thank you for that. So I mean, I know you live here and all, but how are you staying? Where are you staying where you don't seem to be affected by this cold, nor do you seem to be, affected by the goings on in the area, even before the cold?
Well, I possess a special trick that allows me to have the forest as my home. Watch this. And he turns into a direwolf in front of your eyes. And he kind of shakes off, and then he turns back and he says, I'm not only skilled with different types of musical magics, but Mother Nature has gifted me with other magics as well.
That's nice. You can transform to an. I'm familiar with transformations. Well,
Oh, you're a fellow shape changer?
In some regard. Sometimes I change other things' shape.
It's just a weekend job for him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you wanted to learn something, I might have some teachings to offer, but I'm not exactly sure how your magic works specifically.
At a game, I don't think I can learn spells.
Oh, your magic does not come from the Mother Nature?
No. Well, it's more like it comes from a force of nature.
Ah, well then, I guess I could not teach you, but I am interested in your magics. Where do you get your source of power?
You're familiar with Takesis. Are you familiar with Zeboim?
Let me think about that for a second. This is a +2 still. No, I've never heard of Zeboim. I've spent most of my time in the jungle, and it only happens that the black dragons sometimes come there and speak of Takesis. Who is
Well-
Zeboim?
Zeboim is Takesis' daughter.
Oh, I never did learn
the-
about their children. I knew that
And,
she had a
uh,
consort, Sargonis.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Very interesting. Well, I'm glad to
So-
see that you are on the right side of things. Takesis' name has been spoken in these jungles with much evil and hate behind it. To know that you are a patron of a goddess who is against Takesis or who does not like Takesis, well, that is good to hear.
Yeah, she's been there for me whenever I needed her. Although I can say that this whole water situation is not boding well for her or the rest of the planet. Are you are you down to help us stop this, or?
I'm not sure I can help very much. I am also on my way to gather more druids that live in the jungles with me. We heard that the Empire will be arriving tomorrow, and it seems that we will hide in the jungles and wait for them to make their approach, and if it seems advantageous, we will join them.
I'm sorry, who's?
There are
I'm
some other druids and ents that live in the forests here, and there has been
Mhm.
murmurings that the Empire's armies have been walking closer and closer to this draconian base, and so I've heard from my animal messengers that they will be arriving in one day. So I have decided to gather some of my other druids and potentially some ents, so that we might march to help fight this terrible evil and scourge upon the planet.
I would say I would definitely say that's a good thing to do. Can I insight check him real quick?
Do it, yeah. Let's see into his emotional state. Oh, or let's not see into his emotional state. You aren't sure what he is feeling currently, but you know that you know nothing.
Okay, I know that I don't know. And
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. That you can't get a
that's
good read on
knowledge.
it.
And I will say that there will be some forces coming within the day, and we plan to dispatch the Draconians, and in this situation, is for the betterment of everyone. And if you could, gather up some forces, lend a hand, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely amazing.
Yes, I hope to help if the time comes. My journey will be treacherous, though. These jungles are filled with beasts that could tear me limb from limb if I'm not careful. So hopefully, well, fortune favors me, and your goddess Zeboim can even maybe watch over my journey as well. And he kind of takes a knee and he says, "Oh, Zeboim, please keep an eye on both Sonozi." Wait, he hasn't given you. Keep an eye on both this traveler and I as we seek to defeat the Draconians. And then he stands up and kind of gives you a smile.
Did he? Okay, so when he knelt down, did he close his eyes?
Yeah, he closed his eyes and kind of put his hands up in the air, just entreating.
Can I
Yeah,
summon?
I've got to head out. So see you guys. No, not next week. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah,
2
hey,
weeks
no
from now.
problem. Yeah, we'll probably shut it down right after this little encounter. So thanks for being here, Jake. Thanks for being on time every time. You're a great player, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
So while he's doing this, I want to I want to summon a tentacle, and so it's there when he opens his eyes.
Oh wow, okay. So he opens his eyes and he sees a tentacle and he kind of jumps back. Fred, oh my God, what did you? How did this happen? Your goddess is so quick to answer your calls.
And it's just gonna like give him like a high five and then disappear.
Oh yeah, here. Oh, and he kind of reaches out and gives it a solid high five, and then he looks at you and he says, as it disappears, he says, "Wow, such a powerful goddess. I've always been interested in the things around the sea, but flying and swimming really haven't been my motif. You interest me a lot there, traveler. I see the Draconians will probably have a bit of a handful with you."
Gonna have a bit of. Hopefully, they have a bit of a handful with all of us, especially on a united front.
Yes, exactly. All right, well, I must continue my journey to find the rest of our reinforcements, but when I come back, you might see me in the morning.
Oh, so you will keep a lookout for you in the morning.
Yes, when the soldiers arrive from the Empire, keep a look to the tree lines, where the Draconians have not burned the forests. You might see the antlers, as he rattles his antlers, that I have borne upon my head. And if you do, you know that we will be there to aid you.
Sweet. Alrighty. Well, we'll keep a lookout.
All right. Farewell, thee travelers, and let this song inspire you. And he walks away, playing his thing.
And I'll say, just in case, we'll give you a. Just in case, I'll give you a password. Just so there won't be any, issues arising where there's like we don't get mixed up with anything. So, are you? Let me see. Well, we both speak Elvish. So whatever the Elvish word for ally would be, I'm not sure. So we'll just say ally in Elvish, and so I'll teach the other people like that one word. So like if if something happens and they get separated or they find them and it was just like, hey, they'll say that word and they know that they're friendly.
That sounds like a great plan to me, honestly. I will teach my bards and my druids to say the same thing if they encounter your party.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well.
And I'll teach you to like the commanders of the army so they know that hey, the fog of war gets thick sometimes. So
True.
At least you won't end up fighting a fight against something that you don't have to.
Yes, we have not made contact with the Empire forces yet. We wanted to see what their intentions were in the jungle, but now that we know, we will have to make contact. If you are able to send a message, please do that, and that way we will be able to send scouts and emissaries between our two factions.
I don't know if Jake has the sending spell.
He does, yeah.
I'll ask him to use, since we have to wait here.
Oh, hold up. I got a call getting in here. One sec. you call me back in 5 minutes? That works. Okay, cool. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this guy's gonna call me back in 5 minutes, so we got like 4 minutes to wrap this up. What were we doing?
I was just gonna ask Jake if he could send Danforth to say that we have druidic allies joining us. Password to prove friendship is, and I'll put whatever the elven word for, ally is.
All right. And sending.
Then we'll tell the other people, like verbally, like when they get here.
Yep. Yeah, he sends it out, and he gets a message back. He says, "Message understood. Ally password. This. Look for druids," and that's the end of the message.
All right, cool.
All right, and just I'm gonna say it for the VOD and everything. I am gonna have that actual bard be inspiration for everybody instead of 10 healing or 7 healing, pardon me, because I wanted everybody to have inspiration moving into these next sessions. So just for you can add it onto your sheet, and then everybody else, I'll make sure to put it in the Discord and stuff. And yeah, we're going to shut it down right now, and I'll talk to you later, 2 weeks from now, because we got next weekend off.
Yep, 2 weeks from now, and you can get some more planning done, and everybody can be happy.
Hell yeah.
Happy.
I think I've got most of the planning done, but we'll see how I want to change things or add things. Anyways, yeah, thanks for being here, bud.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
peace. All right, and thanks again to the Twitchers for being here. Thanks again for all the people who followed today, and thanks again to all my subbers, of course, all the people who throw biddies every day, and all those kinds of things. Just even the follows help. All that kind of stuff makes me a happy streamer. If you've been enjoying this, you can always catch up with my other campaigns on YouTube or the Twitch VODs. And if you want to get all the latest information on my streaming, you can always join the Discord. That is always up and available for you. I think I'll do a quick raid here. I'm just going to try and quickly pull up one. We'll see if we'll get it done before I get this call. I'm getting a call about some stuff that I do in town here. I am a DJ and a promoter and a producer and all those kinds of things. And there is a new venue that's opening up that kind of wants me to get a little involved maybe. And I will mute it so we don't get the crazy. We're going to go raid Logan's. That's who we're going to go raid. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to be not even really in the chat as I do this. So represent for me as we go raid Logan's today. He's doing D&D as well. And again, once again, thanks for all of the support to everybody. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back again tomorrow with Champions of Javrock, episode 4. Have a good day. Bye.